What's going on, brothers? It's your dude, International Passport. Uh, First and foremost, please put a one in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. How's my audio? Is my audio clear? Is it as clear as water? Is it as clear as the sea? Let me know. Put a one in the chat. Let me know if you can hear that accent. Let me know, brothers. Press the one in the chat. Conrad Grant, Ford Farlane. Thank you, Ford Farlane. Pardon me. Thank you, Marvin Lord. Marvin Lloyd, sorry. John, Mike Lawrence, I see you, brother. John Wallace, I see you too. Thanks. Um, Thank you, brothers. Okay, it's like we're good to go. Shout out to Conrad Grant, the legend. That's a brother. So welcome, brothers, to another. Shout out to you, J Bones. I see you, bro. So welcome to another classic live stream, brothers. Shout out to you, Kane, Deminus. Thank you, brother. All right. So I'm all over the place. Sorry, brothers. Welcome, brothers, to another classic live stream where we will be discussing a special guest recent trip to Brazil. He spent 1 month there, and we'll be breaking down his experience there in terms of women, business, traveling, and life. But I do want to say first and foremost, please hit the like button. Likes are very important for the YouTube algorithm. Do it right now, brothers, please. And of course, a huge shout out to my old subscribers for supporting the channel over the years. I know who you are, so thank you, brothers. And of course, welcome aboard my new subscribers to a very powerful international passport movement. Ford Farley, no, bro, no more drinking. I ain't been drinking in the past few days. I just got a bit tongue twisted there, a bit tired, but we're back at it again. It's all good, bro. I appreciate you, Ford Farley. Thank you, brother. No more drinking from me. Forget that B. She's for the streets. All right. Let me unmute the brother, Steve Brown. Hello, Steve Brown. Can you please introduce yourself to the panel, who you are?
What's going on, IP? How you doing today?
I'm doing good, bro.
Good.
Can you please introduce yourself to the channel, who you are, what you do, where you're from in America, and why you travel in the first place? And after that, we'll get straight into it, brother. Go on, Steve.
All right. What's going on, fellas? Thanks for having me. My name is Steve Brown. I'm from Los Angeles, California, born and raised, and I'm 51 years old. And my background is, a couple things. I'm a musician, songwriter, producer. That was like my first life. And then I guess the second half of my, professional career would be sales. So I sell things by phone, high ticket items, things of that nature. And traveling to Brazil, I'm sure most of you brothers can relate. The dating environment here is not the best. And I was inspired to travel. I saw it as something different and, kind of an adventure. And, I basically just made the steps to actually go ahead and do it. And it has been the singular biggest life-changing event in my entire life. Everything I thought I wanted to do, everything I thought was important, all of that changed after visiting Brazil for the first time.
Damn. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Nick Cali for the $2 super chat. Good evening, IP. Supporting the channel. Let's go. Thank you already, Nick Cali, hitting the super chat. Thank you, bro, for supporting. Brothers, the cash apps and the super chats are open. So please, throughout the stream, support the channel. Support this powerful movement that's been going on for 5 years of my time. So I appreciate that, Nick Cali. Thank you. Shout out to the legend, Mr. Evan Yearwood. Thank you, brother, for the $4.99 super chat. First donation. Salute to you too, Mr. Evan Yearwood. Much appreciated, bro. This brother is new to the channel and supports literally every other stream. Thank you, Evan. Much appreciated, brother. So, Mr. Steve Brown, when did you first visit Brazil? What year?
2015, November. So a little more than 6 years ago.
Oh, and what was your experience there? Your first time, and I'm guessing it was very good that it made you go back frequently. But we want to hear it from you, brother.
Eye-opening. It's the kind of thing where if you know anything about Brazil, what you know is that it's not. Brazil is actually a rich country. Okay, it does have a lot of money there. But I think most people's perception is that it's a third world country, which it is not. But like anything else, there are people that, are not living well. There is poverty there. What I noticed, and I think probably the thing that made the biggest difference in terms of my attitude and my outlook, is that you see people that don't have a lot, but they do a lot with what they have. And more importantly, they're happy. You come to find out very quickly that, everything that you think is important here really don't mean much of anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm being respectful of your platform. I'm going to try not to curse here, because I would normally use expletives, but you kind of get the idea. So they do a lot with very little, and that has a big impact, man. That has a big impact.
Yes, thanks for that, brother. Hold on, brother. Shout out to Mr. Conrad Grant for the £2.26 Cash App yesterday. Much appreciated, bro. He says, shout out to UNIP and Jason for the stream. Thank you for supporting the stream, Mr. Conrad Grant. That was out of hours, so much appreciated to you, bro. So, brother, let's speak about your recent 1 month trip in Brazil. Okay. Can you break down as to why you decided to spend 1 month in Brazil this time, and where you went to in Brazil during that 1 month period? Break it down for us, brother.
Okay. Well, number one, I normally try to stay at least a month in Brazil. My first trip, I stayed back in 2015. I stayed 3 weeks. Okay. Brazil is a big country, and there's a lot of things to see and do. And because it's, at least from LA, it's about 6,000 miles away. That's just entirely too far to go, just to turn right around and come right back. So I try to spend as much time as possible. So that said, I stayed, 30 days, and this was actually my 8th trip. So, it's not new to me at this point, but I stayed in Rio de Janeiro. And I have also been to Bahia as well. I've not been to any of the other states as of yet. I'm working on that. But I basically stayed in the Copacabana area. It's a very famous neighborhood there, and surrounding areas. And, for me, it's home. So a lot of what I do there is just, trying to live my everyday life, but as though I live in Brazil, or at least, kind of getting practice in doing that. So sometimes I'll go and do touristy things, and other times I won't do, much at all. I'll just, hang out at my apartment, or, just kind of walk around the city. Does that kind of answer your question?
Yes, wonderful, brother. Thank you. So during your 1 month trip, what would you say was the best city that you went to? It may be your favorite city in Brazil, but we want to know about that, and tell us why it's your favorite city or best city. Go on, bro.
Well, for me, favorite part, well, I got two, but I guess my favorite at this moment would be Ipanema. I'm sure you've heard of that. It's a neighborhood, Ipanema Beach. I'm very fond of that neighborhood.
Ipanema Beach.
Ipanema, yeah, the neighborhood of Ipanema. If you look on the map there, you'll see, if you look at Rio de Janeiro, you'll see the beaches there. You'll see Copacabana. And then if you look to the left of that, you'll see Ipanema. And then you'll see, a few other beaches. And there's a really big beach called Barra da Tijuca, which is also a very nice area. But for me, I like Ipanema. It's very, I don't want to say tourist friendly, but there's a lot to do there. There are lots of shops, stores, nice restaurants, bars, places to hang out, really good food out there. And also, for me, I'm from Los Angeles. It reminds me a lot of West Los Angeles, here, which is, pretty nice area. So a lot of it just, feels like home to me.
Wow. Thanks for that, brother. Yeah. Interesting. Ipanema Beach.
Ipanema Beach.
Never heard of that before, but that would be on my list, brother.
Okay. There's a very famous song, "The Girl from Ipanema." I'm sure you've heard of that, right?
Nope.
No? Wow. Okay.
But there is one song.
Yeah, very famous jazz song. Yeah.
Okay, I'll write that down, bro. There is one song that I do know. It's Inosa, Inosa, Sina, Peninata, I soji pero, I soji pero. You know that song, bro?
No, I don't.
I guess we'll have a lot to
I
learn, brother.
know yeah, we're even, right?
But even right now, bro.
Yeah,
All
we're
right. Anyone in the live chat know that song that I just sang? It was very popular like 5 years ago. It's super popular song. And does anyone know the girl from Ipanema song as well? Let us know in the chat. Thank you, brothers. So, interesting, brother. So, now the, I want to speak about four topics in the stream, and the first one is, of course, the woman, the woman, the woman, the woman, the woman.
the women, the women, the women. Okay.
um, Brother, explain to us how Brazilian women are. We want to know. Tell us the best qualities of Brazilian women. Tell us the bad qualities of Brazilian women, and
Mhm.
tell us your experience directly in dealing with a Brazilian woman. Like, would you wife one up? Would you marry one? Are they better than American ladies? Break it down for us, brother. The floor is yours.
Okay. As far as Brazilian women go, I mean, I'll just try to relate it to, our brother's experience here with women in the States, right? So it's a basic, and this is probably true as I've understood it with my buddies that travel. This is, once you get outside of the United States or the matrix, as we say, you're going to discover what real femininity is. We don't have a lot of feminine women in the United States. So, with regard to Brazilian women, um, it's kind of like it's just a breath of fresh air. Very feminine, very girly, you know what I mean? Sweet, demure. Um, very beautiful, obviously. I think we all know, Brazilian women are known for being very beautiful. I will say that I believe Brazil probably has the greatest variety of beautiful women. I see them in, all, races, shades, colors, shapes, everything. So, uh, in terms of the women, they're great, man. They're great. You will experience, what real femininity is and femininity is and how that actually affects you as a man. It's an undeniable feeling. And if you have not been used to that, it will make a tremendous impact on you in terms of how you relate with women, how you see yourself dealing with women, and probably whatever idea you had about women up to this point in time. So it's great. Um, you asked about what they were like. I think you said IP.
Yes, brother.
Um, like I said, sweet, demure. My relationships with Brazilian women. Let's say, if there's an argument, um, they are, quick to apologize. They don't want to fight. You know, okay, let's just forget it. You know what I mean? There's no getting all in your face and having long arguments about stuff. It's just like, okay, let's put that to the side and let's get back to being in a good vibe. I've had that happen, on several occasions, dealing with women. Um, so with Brazilian women, there's no games, which I think is probably the most refreshing aspect. Like if a woman likes you, if she's interested in you, it will be more than clear, it will be more than obvious to you, that she's interested and that she wants to, talk to you, get with you. You don't have to be a mind reader. There's no, guessing games, none of that. And that was huge. For me, that was huge.
God damn. This is like completely different as to what we deal with in the horrible West, with the
Correct.
silly feminist, idiotic woman that we deal with, who have no idea how it is to be a woman, want to be a man. This is crazy, brother.
Correct.
Um,
Correct.
wow, brother. Speak about the races of women there in Brazil. Break down the demographics for us, all right, and let us know, brother. I think this is very important, brother. Right? Is every demographic of Brazilian women in Brazil checking heavy for brothers?
Um, I don't know that everyone is. But what I will say first of all is that when you travel, right, and you go to Brazil, number one, you're a Black American man, but you're Black, but you're American first. So that's the first thing you got to understand. You are an American, and that makes you select in just that aspect alone. Okay, just like here, if you meet someone, a foreign person, that's going to be exotic. That's going to be different. Kind of exciting. Same thing there, right? So you're an American, number one, and then as a Black American man, the world culture is led by us, so they're curious. Everything that's popular in the world, we're attached to it. Everything that's cool in the world, we're attached to it one way or the other. So it gives you a very, you do get a big leg up in terms of, being able to deal with women there. So yeah, you're kind of at the top of the food chain basically. And to my knowledge, I don't know if we're number one, but we definitely got to be in the, I'd say the top 2 or 3. That's for sure. I haven't had any problem talking to any woman in Brazil at all, or them being receptive in any way at all.
Brother, what was your most I'm thinking about you personally, right? You as a brother. Tell us about a very special woman, special Brazilian woman that you met in Brazil that made you be like, oh wow, she's amazing, that you were dealing with, maybe dating, maybe smashing, just being around with. Can you speak on that, brother? We want to know your experience in that special lady.
Well, I probably would go back to the first woman I met on Brazilian Cupid. So this is preparing for my first trip. Okay. A woman I met on the website. She's still my friend to this very day. Meeting her for the first time and, hanging out and doing what we did. It was a thing that made me understand, how direct, Brazilian women are. Not just her, but others. But that's where I first learned, like, okay, these women are different. If they, are interested in you, if they want you, they're going to let you know. You don't have to guess about it. That relationship was great. It was, wasn't anything serious, but whenever I would come to, Brazil, we would hang out, you know what I mean? She actually lives, in a city that's probably about 90 minutes away from, the tourist area or from Copacabana. So it wasn't, a thing where I would see her for long periods of time. So like I said, just very kind of casual, kind of occasional. But it was the first time that I realized and learned, how direct they are and, how loving they are. And they make a big deal about being able to please you. That's very, very important to Brazilian women. When you are, you're making love to a Brazilian woman, they want to please you. And if they don't, they're going to feel some kind of way about it.
Oh, wow. Incredible, brother. Great intel. Brother, in your opinion, out of all the races of women in Brazil, who is the most good-looking one? Now, before you say your opinion, let me say mine. Based on what I've seen, I really love the mixed race, brownish, curly hair Brazilian women. They look so yummy. They really look yummy. But brother,
I'm with you.
but brother, what? Oh my goodness, man, brother. Tell me what about you? Who do you think is the most good-looking out of all the races of Brazilian women?
Ooh, that's tough, bro. That's tough. I don't know if I can say that. Like I said earlier, I find that Brazil has the greatest variety of beautiful women. So I think the only way I can really answer that is to say that whatever it is that you're into, you're going to be able to find every combination of that you want. Because I can't say that there's any particular one that I like, because I like, like the ones you just mentioned, lots of those that, you know what I mean? But they come in so many different shades. I'm very partial to the indigenous women as far as like the coloring that they have. I really like that skin tone. But don't get me wrong. I mean, they got Becky's that are banging, and I mean,
Damn.
fine, and and with booty and ooh, like we have a saying. Me and my friends, we have a saying called no pose, like no pullouts, right? Lots of no pose. Just I mean, stunning, beautiful women, man.
Damn. Thank you, bro. Brothers, feel free to hit the cash app and the super chats if you're enjoying this live stream. If you have any questions for the guests, super chat or cash up your questions. I would greatly appreciate if you support the channel. And can we please get the likes up? We got over 70 people watching, but less than 50 likes. That's not too nice there. So can we please get the likes up, or the singing will start. The singing will start. I'm warning you, brothers. Now, if you don't want me to start singing out of nowhere, get those likes up, brothers. So I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. If the likes aren't up to at least 65, I'm gonna start singing, and I've got a new song to sing as well. Hold on, brother. Shout out to 3x3 underscore Izzy. Only God can save us for the $6.99 Canadian super chat. Thank you, bro. Is there going to be women my age because I'm turning 19 in January? Speak on that for us, Stephen.
Absolutely. Yeah, not a problem. Only thing you need to do is learn some Portuguese. I don't mean being, in any way mean being fluent, but just learn some basic, some basic phrases. Hello, how are you? You know what I mean? Oi, tudo bem, things like that. Just some very basic conversation just to kind of get you in the door. And then, as long as they see that you're making an effort to learn the language, and they'll work with you. And then, if they're attracted to you, you will know in no time, if you got something. So
thank you.
Come on down.
Thank you for that, Izzy. Great super chat. So another question for you regarding Brazilian women is that, brother, if there's a brother, right, he's out in America, he wants to get married, tired of the Western women and their wicked ways, their evil, wicked ways. Can he and me find wives in Brazil easily to marry?
I mean, I believe so. I do think that something as serious as a marriage is, something you got to put a lot of time and effort into. I mean, if you wanted to marry a Brazilian woman, the first thing you probably would need to do is to, you need to really learn the language, because you're entering another culture. You need to understand, their ways, their traditions, things like that. I have friends that, have met Brazilian women, and, they're married, things like that. I would say that you probably would need to kind of move around the country a bit more. Like I go to Rio. Rio is kind of considered like the LA of Brazil. Okay. So, there's a lot of stuff going on. You know what I mean? The women there can be fast, that kind of thing like that. Now, if you meet women from other states, or, I always hear a lot, go to the north. If you go to the north of Brazil, if you're looking to really find a wife, you're probably there. You're going to find the women that are, more traditional, less, influenced by, popular culture and things like that. I don't know that for a fact. That's just what I've been told. But in terms of even the women that you would meet in Rio, which is a fast place, you're going to meet women there that, they believe in family. Like family's very big there. They believe in, catering to their men, right? They cook, they clean, all the domestic duties that wives are known to do. And that was supposed to be the part of the deal that we get when marrying a woman. They do that. And that's not something that they do begrudgingly. They're happy to do it. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've, been with a woman. She's at my place, and then she starts cleaning up, making the bed and all that type of stuff. Happens all the time.
Wonderful, great intel. Thank you, brother. So now moving on from women, can we now speak about Brazilian culture?
Mm-hmm.
What is Brazilian culture like? And I'd like you to give your honest opinion, Stephen. Give us the good parts about Brazilian culture the bad parts about Brazilian culture, and ultimately what you like and don't like about Brazilian culture, and how
Mhm.
different it is from American culture. Break it down, brother.
Okay. I think the first thing that comes to mind when I think about Brazilian culture is, that things are slower. Now, I've heard that that's what you have to expect, in South America, period, right? Because here in the States, and I'm sure it's probably similar in the UK, things happen at a fast rate. Everything is about making money, getting money now. Um, and that's I mean, they're capitalist societies, right? So, getting money and getting it right now, that's what everything is motivated by. They're not motivated by things like that in that way. I mean, people need money, but it's a slower pace, man. Money doesn't rule everything down there in terms of how people relate and their attitudes. So um, it's slower. In Rio, one of the things, if you stay there any period of time, you're going to see that, people take their time doing things. There's not, things that you would normally expect to get done today, it might take a day or two. You know what I mean? Um, here in America, we got Amazon. You can order something and it's on your doorstep, in the morning. It ain't like that in Brazil. So throw that out your mind. Things take longer. Um, I mentioned earlier that, people do a lot with a little. Uh, there's a lot of, I want to say, holidays, right? A lot of barbecues, get-togethers. I mean, Brazilians are very big on being with one another, being together, spending time with the family. One thing I remember, from my first trip, and I still see it now, but it's not something that stands out as much anymore. You see families together, right? Whole generations. I mean, you might see, you can see grandmother, grandfather, father, mother, children, grandchildren, all walking together. You know what I mean, on the street. And that was something I mean, you don't see that here in America. You don't see that. So I guess um, the speed at which things move, and the family aspect, the togetherness aspect, how big and how important that is in Brazil. That's going to be a culture shock if you come from America. You're not going to be used to that. Family Day in Rio every Sunday. What they do is they close down the streets, and up until about 5 o'clock, like at the beach, like they close down the lanes, and then all the families come out. You can ride your bike, roller skate, skateboards, scooters, all that type of stuff, and everybody comes out. You know what I mean? And that they do that every Sunday. So that can kind of give you a peek into the culture and how they feel, how important family is in that culture.
Wow, fantastic, brother. And going on from there, bro,
Mm-hmm.
what's the worst parts about Brazilian culture that you personally don't like?
Hmm. The worst parts?
Think, hold that thought, brother. Hold that thought. Let me just read out a super chat. But think
Okay.
about it very carefully, brother.
Yeah, let me think
Um,
about that.
Shout out to Handle King. What's up, Handle King, the brother right there? I see you, brother. Salute to you, Handle King. That's a legend right there. Thank you, bro, for the $19.99 super chat. This brother is speaking the truth. 100% remind me of my second girlfriend back in college. She was from Brazil. Jardim will change you as a man. They love American brothers and our dominant streak. Lovely to hear. Lovely to hear. Like I told you, brothers, man. When that brown skin, curly hair, curvy Brazilian woman, but if you put her right in front of me, I'm wifing her up, man. I love that brown skin, that light brown skin, those light eyes,
Yeah, but
those
there's so
that
many of them,
curly
bro.
hair.
There's so many of them. There's so many of
And
them.
and are they checking for brothers out there in Brazil?
Oh
Those
yeah.
women?
Oh
Oh,
yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
God.
Like I said, yeah, that's not a problem. Look, the problem that you're going to have is actually choosing one. And
Oh,
I'm just going to be honest with you. My understanding is that in Rio, uh, the population is like 17-1, men to women, or women to men. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm sorry. Hold
yeah,
that thought. You tell me 70% of women to one man.
It's
What?
about 17 to 1. Yeah, that's what I hear.
Yeah.
When I traveled to Bahia, I met a brother there. He told me in Bahia it's like 45 to 1.
What?
Yeah.
Bro,
So
are you kidding me right now?
no, I'm not. I'm just telling you.
Lord have
Choosing one,
mercy.
choose. It's, you know what it is. It's the proverbial candy store. You know, you're gonna be in a candy store. You know, you got every kind of candy, every flavor, every shape, color. You know, and you got to try to pick one. Good luck.
Oh my god, that's I ain't complaining about that, brother. I'm all about the abundance mindset. And brothers, don't feel bad for having side chicks, man. Have a main chick, and if you're in Brazil,
There
have
you go.
10 side chicks, man.
There you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Don't feel bad, bro. Do you agree with that, Steven? You know, side chicks, main chicks. What's your thoughts on that, bro?
I mean, it's the only thing. It's the only thing that makes sense to me because, like I said, just trying to choose one. You know, I mean, you got to understand. Brazilian culture is number one. It's a patriarchal culture. It's a man's country. Okay, so you know the men there are known for machismo, right? And the women are used to that. They sometimes they don't like it because the men can be very aggressive, but they also expect that from you as a man. They expect for you to be aggressive, you know, at least in terms of going after them. You're the man. You set the pace. You set the tone. You know what I'm saying? The very thing that women in America always push back against, they invite that there. Nobody's looking to, they're not looking to, be abused or anything like that, of course. But, they do expect you as the man to take the lead. So when she gives you the signal that, hey, I'm interested, come over here and get me, it's time for you to step up and, and go do that.
Damn. Wonderful, man. Oh, this is great news so far. So, brother, yeah, tell us about the bad parts about, in your opinion, about Brazil, cultural wise.
Culturally, like I said, I've not been around the whole country, so I can only really speak from the perspective of having, spent, a good bit of time, in Rio. It comes back to, the speed at which things move. Like, as an American, things that make complete sense to me that are very simple are going to be a challenge in Brazil. You know what I'm saying? The way that they do certain things, and it's usually things related to money. Like I give you a perfect example. When you go to a restaurant, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's say you order a lot of food, right? Right, and the dollar's real strong right now. You could sit there for hours and hours and never get the bill. You have to tell them, a conta por favor, the bill, please, because they're not going to bring you the bill unless you ask for the bill. And that relationship with money is throughout the culture. You kind of follow what I'm saying? Like it's not the number one thing. So in terms of, someone coming from the States where everything is business, get paid now, that can be kind of frustrating because things that should only take a few minutes, can take a long time there. So for me, that's, that's probably one of the negatives in terms of the culture. Anything else? I mean, I don't want to try to be like, pie in the sky or anything like that. But I really don't have a lot of complaints about, about the culture. I mean, I don't like that. I don't like that. I see homeless people and things like that. And I mean, there's homelessness, there's poverty, things like that. But I mean, we have that here in our own backyard, so I can't really, put that on Brazil. You can find that anywhere. So the negatives, I guess, like I said, it comes down to having to change your expectations in terms of, being able to get things done quickly and easily, and in a way that kind of makes sense to your, capitalist, mindset. Does that make sense?
Yes, big sense. Thanks for that, brother. Wonderful. So going on to my next part of the stream, and let me check the likes real quick. Hold on. What's going on there, brothers? We've got under 80 likes, but over 90 people watching. Now I'm
Give a
gonna
like,
start singing. No, it's too late now. Now I'm gonna sing because I told you, brothers. I warned you, brothers. If the lights are too low, I'm gonna start singing. So while I sing, and if you don't want me to sing anymore, hit the like button. I warned you, brothers. Now I'm gonna sing. I'm more than just an option. Hey, hey, hey. Refuse to be forgotten. Hey, hey, hey. I took a chance with my heart. Hey, 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 and I feel it taking over. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your heart. You know it says it's gonna tear us apart. I better find your options. Hey, 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 refuse to be forgotten. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find your loving. I better find your heart. I better find it all. My love is something's gonna tear us apart. Oh. All right, let me check the lights right now. Yes, a lot better. A lot better. Sounds like you brothers love my voice. I told you, brothers, get the likes up or the singing's gonna start. Wonderful, brothers. The likes, wonderful. Thank you, brothers. How was that, Stephen? Was that Grammy worthy?
Being a musician, no, man. This is not your wheelhouse, bro. So, brothers, get the likes up or suffer the consequences. Okay.
Shout out to Jay Bones for the $2 super chat. IP what I said. You have too many women to pick, and that's wonderful. That's what I want to hear. That's what I want to hear. I want to have an abundance. I want side chicks. I want side chicks upon side chicks upon side chicks upon goddamn side chicks. You know, give it all to me. One main chick. I got 10 side chicks on the side. I ain't complaining. And shout out to Brazil for giving that option to brothers. Wonderful. Shout out to Mr. Terrell Boxley for the £7.54 cash app. He says to stop singing. It's too late, brother. It's too late. I appreciate you, bro, for the cash app. Thank you. Let's see. Shout out to 3x3_Izzy. Only God can save us for the $99 Canadian super chat. Thank you, bro, for the super chat, Izzy. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. So, brother, going on to my next question now. So, can we speak about business opportunities and jobs there for brothers?
Okay.
Now, 1 month is a very long time, and I'm sure maybe in the future you're thinking of moving to Brazil permanently. I don't know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
okay,
Yes.
if so, how will you earn money there? You know, speak about business, speak about career options, think about making money. How?
Okay.
Yeah, break it down for us, bro.
Okay. Well, number one, I mean, as an American, you got the U.S. dollar, right? It's a world reserve currency. Dollar's doing very good, very well right now against the Brazilian real. So I would not want to be trying to earn their money in Brazil. The real thing for any brother looking to relocate to any other country, you want to make sure that you still have your American dollar coming in. So I have a lot of friends that are retirees, guys that were in the military. They have pensions, things like that. They're getting their American income, and then they just live on that money. And then I think right now we're close to almost 6-1, against the Brazilian real. So, American dollar is doing really good right now. Um, I would, continue to, do what I've been doing. And, that's either, doing some kind of sales, over the phone, trading, Forex or, crypto, currencies, things like that. Anything that gets me into the American dollar, and then I can just go ahead and convert those dollars, in Brazil, for what I need. That would be the only thing I'd be trying to do. Now, I do know that it's possible to, have a job, let's say like teaching people how to speak English. I know a lot of people, choose that as an option. But as far as I know, they get paid. You get paid in Brazilian money. So I don't have any interest in doing anything like that. But that is one route that people can take. But me personally, what I learned from the person that basically got me to Brazil, which is a brother named Charles Tyler. Some of y'all may have heard of him. He always would stress, make your American dollar follow you to whatever country that you go to. So that's what I would prescribe to any brothers out there.
So I'm assuming that yes, you want to live in Brazil permanently in the future, Steve.
Correct.
But would that, for you to be earning American dollars, do you plan on having like a remote job? So you may be in tech or something like that. How's it going to work out for you, brother, to earn American dollars?
Right. I mean, so I would continue with investing, and in trading. So that's my route. That's what I find, trading currencies. I've had more success with that than anything I've tried over the years. So I would just continue on with that. And that way I get paid in American dollars. And then I just simply, I can transfer that to a Brazilian account, for its value in American dollars, and then, continue on like that. That's what I would do.
Okay, fantastic. That's what I'm hearing, brothers getting into trading, investing, crypto. So Forex, that's great to hear, brother. Your type of trading, is it stock market trading? Is it Forex? Is it crypto? Break it down for us, bro.
Okay. I do. I have some crypto. Okay. I don't really trade crypto. It's really more for me, kind of a buy and hold thing. But I am trading Forex, foreign exchange currencies. So that is, that would be my primary, way of, staying in Brazil and keeping that American dollar coming in. Short of that, if I wasn't doing that, I would continue to, sell things over the phone. I know there are opportunities where you can do that remotely. You just need to have a good internet connection. I have worked remote before. But from home here in the States, not, not in another country. But I would transfer those same skill sets, to Brazil if the need arises to do it that way. That would be my plan.
Fantastic. Shout out to Sean Camp for the £9 5 cash app. Thank you, bro, for hitting the cash app. Much appreciated, Sean Camp. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Wonderful, brother. What about any sort of business opportunities there in Brazil? Is it easy for an American brother, black man, to open a shop in Brazil, open a business in Brazil, do business in Brazil, etc., etc.? Speak on that, bro.
Yeah, it's a really good question. I believe that it's not terribly difficult to do that, because I think it's really just an issue of having the money, and Americans, we have money. But to be honest with you, I don't know the particulars in terms of how difficult it is to get a business started. I know that there are Americans that have started businesses and things like that. I'll give you an example. There's a place in Ipanema. It's called the Gringo Cafe, and that is owned by an American, a brother actually from California, from what I understand. That place has been there for some time. It's a popular spot, and people go there. It's kind of in not so much a tourist area, but it is not far from the beach, so you will find lots of Americans and people from other countries gravitating to that place. How easy was it for him to get it set up and get it open? I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I really don't know. But what I can tell you is that if it's not difficult, then bringing your American viewpoint, your American way of thinking to business, bringing it to Brazil, I can't see how you wouldn't make a ton of money. Because again, the way that they think about money, it's not the way that we see it. I see situations all the time where I'm just like, one thing I've said for a long time is in Brazil, at least in Rio, it's probably maybe different, other places, but in Rio, it's like, everybody's hustling, right? But nobody's trying to make money. If that makes any sense. Everybody's hustling,
Mm.
but nobody's really trying to make money. Like what you're going to see in Rio, you're going to see a lot of copycat businesses, a lot of Me Too businesses, right? You're going to see people that, you know, they sell candy on the street, or they sell phone cases, right? Or um, you see the same kind of businesses like next to one another, right? You'll see like in Copacabana, even in Ipanema, you're going to see pharmacy, right? Every other block. You'll see bars everywhere. You'll see little food spots. Everybody's selling. Everybody's got a juice bar. There's a lot of there's the idea of like innovating something, doing something different doesn't really exist there. So you could kind of, as an American, step in there and just look, kind of see where the holes are, and then just fill that need easily, because nobody's thinking about that down there.
Wow, fantastic. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Um, I want to hold on, brother. I want to say we got some new people in live chat, named I'm not seen before. So welcome to P Fraser, James Parker, P Fizz, Ironhide. Got some new brothers here. Welcome to the movement. You're welcome here, and welcome to. There's one other guy that I saw real quick. Hold on, brothers. Hold on. Let's see. Where is he? Buck Travel, welcome as well. Special welcome to the new brothers. Special welcome to Classy Young Men as well. Classy Young Man, sorry. Welcome to the new brothers. Welcome. So thank you for breaking that down, Mr. Stephen. Now, can we go about speaking about life in Brazil? And when I speak about life, I'm just
Mm-hmm.
talking about being yourself, being free, not worrying about police, not worrying
Okay.
about stress. I got to wake up at 9 a.m. or 8:30 in the morning for work. Oh,
Absolutely. Yeah.
speak about how is it a laid back lifestyle? Is it a strict lifestyle? Is it a fast paced lifestyle like New York City and LA? Break it down for us. But how is life in general like in Brazil?
Okay. I mean, I would say this: whatever kind of lifestyle that you want to live, you can find it there. All right. So let me just start with that. But um, what I will tell you is that every brother, I mean, look, man, you from the United States, it's like living with a target on your back. And every brother knows what I'm talking about. Going to Brazil for the first time, and why I've been, 7 more times since 2015, right? It's the first time you feel no stress. And no stress is a feeling. Okay. When I'm in Brazil, I don't have any fear of police. I don't have any fear, for my safety. When you walk into stores, ain't nobody following you around, expecting you to buy something or get out. Ain't none of that. Now, I'm not saying that doesn't happen for other people, because, I mean, racism is something that, exists all over the world. But like I said, as an American, you are seen as an American. You're not seen as black. You're seen as an American first. So for me, I have not, experienced, any kind of stressful situations when I'm there in Brazil. People are very respectful. They want to talk to you. They want to know about you. Uh, you know, why are you here? And what made you come here? And things like that. But curious. You know what I mean? Not in a suspicious, kind of way. Like they really want to know about you, and that is so refreshing, man. I mean, in Copacabana, Ipanema, the beach areas, right? Those neighborhoods, there is a high police presence. Um, and though there are homeless people and, people, begging for money here and there, that type of thing. Um, you don't, you don't have a fear for, for your safety. I mean, I haven't felt that. Um, so, for me, that no stress feeling was just, I'm like, you know what, I have to experience more of this. I remember my first trip in 2015. I'm like, man, and there was stuff going on at the time. They're talking about Zika virus and stuff like that. And I remember I'm 6,000 miles away from home. There's nothing I can do with anything that's going on, and I don't care what's going on. So to be able to, be a black man in a place where you don't have to worry about anything, that's very liberating. And every brother really needs to experience that. I cannot stress to you how important it is to experience that feeling. It will change you forever.
Yes, that's what I love hearing, brother. Fantastic. Let me ask you this as well, brother.
Mhm.
I love getting to the hard truths. I don't like any cap. I like keeping it real and truthful.
Sure.
We know that Brazil, although it's a majority black population there, black people don't run Brazil. It's the white Brazilians. So
Sure.
on that note, how do white Brazilians treat black people there? Because again, if you want to live there permanently, you want to know how it's like,
Mhm.
politically, how people in power will treat you. Is there any discrimination, any sort of oppression in getting a good job, etc., etc.? From
Right.
what you've seen and from what you've heard, brother, is that a problem, amongst white Brazilian people towards people of black skin and the black race?
Yeah, I mean, I think so to some degree that there is that as regards, black Brazilians or Afro Brazilians. Um, I would probably liken it to probably what it was like in the 40s and 50s for us here. You know what I'm saying? That kind of seems to be
Wow.
more or less the place that they're in relation to white Brazilians. But it's a
Wow.
it's a it's 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 a it's a it's a weird dynamic though, man, because on one hand, I see some of the racist tendencies, in some instances, but at the same time, they all believe that they're not racist. So it's very strange. And I think a lot of that is because the culture is very mixed. I mean, like when you look at family photos, it's white and black all up in the photos. So I think they, even though maybe say a racist, um, underpinning in terms of government, runs everything, people believe that they are that they're not racist, that they, we love everybody, that kind of thing. So it's kind of strange. Like the lines in terms of race here are drawn, very sharp, right? But in Brazil, a lot of what they call white are just light skinned people. Like one of the things you'll see, with one of the things I remember hearing from women, they're like, well, the Brazilian men, they just want white women, and white women can be just light skinned women, not actual Caucasians. So they have a different kind of orientation with regard to, racism, um, than what we're used to. Um, but to kind of get back to your point, I don't know. I don't know how big of an issue that's going to be. I mean, I'm not looking to get a job there. I don't want to work for their currency, so I'm not
Mm.
concerned about that. I do believe that you know being an American gives me the edge there. So I think well, as long as they know that you're American, there's going to be probably um, less BS because they know that you actually have the money. You know what I'm saying? People are going to be more willing to, to deal with you straight because, you know, you're going to be a conduit to them getting paid. So um, that's kind of all I have for you. I really don't know. It's a great question, but I don't really have a real definitive answer for you on that.
No, no, you answered that very well, Stephen. Thank you for being totally honest. I admit the world isn't rosy
Yeah,
for all brothers. We need to, yeah, so that's what we need
yeah,
to know.
it's not all roses,
Yeah,
but the good outweighs the bad by a mile.
wonderful. That's why I like hearing. And there's gonna be bad things in every country, but as
Sure.
long as the good outweighs the bad, and that's sweet as honey,
Mhm.
lovely. Um, brother, I think we've answered. I think this was a very good Q&A session, brother. Looks like your month in Brazil was very insightful. So that's it from me in terms of me asking you questions.
Okay.
And before I open up the phone lines, I'd love for you to speak on things that I've missed out, things that you feel are important. Maybe some good experiences and some good stories. The floor is yours, brother. So,
Okay.
anything else you want to say, brother?
Well, I know you were talking earlier about relationships, so um, probably one thing that kind of occurred to me. Okay, I'm 51 now, right? So my second trip to Brazil was like 2017. And I remember going to favela party. So I guess I would say my first little girlfriend in Brazil, is a chick I met, at a favela party. Now I'm 47 at the time. She's 22. So, you know, this whole age gap thing that, they try to make a big deal about here in the States, right? Older men with younger women. That ain't nothing in South America. And it definitely ain't nothing in Brazil. So, you know, for the older brothers that are, if you want a younger woman, it's not a problem. No one's going to look at you strange or funny or think twice about it. You know what I'm saying? And, to be 47 with a 22-year-old was fantastic. It was incredible. It's not, and it's not unusual. And, I mean, that's been on repeat multiple times. It's not, I mean, it ain't a big deal. Let me just put it to you that way.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that in any shape or form. Nothing wrong with that. If you're 55, go and date a 21-year-old woman. Nothing wrong with that. You're both adults. It's only in the silly, weird West where they hate men so much they want to control who men date. That, oh, how dare you date a younger woman? That's sick. Get out of here.
Right.
What are you talking about? Only in the West, which is why I'm telling you, brothers, to get your passports.
Get those passports. Get them.
You don't want to be around people like that just want to destroy your mental health. Imagine hearing that constantly every day. No, who you can date, who you can't date. You better get out of the face. You better get out of my face with that nonsense.
I will mention this because you asked about like Brazil and whatnot. I need to say this. I mentioned Charles Tyler earlier. Charles Tyler. I met him in Brazil, but I first came to know of him from a group on Facebook. And it's a group on Facebook. I think it was Afro-American men versus Afro-Brazilian women. Would you date? It's a crazy title or whatever. It's now called The Black Man's Option. Okay. So that was my introduction to Brazil. I'm one of the moderators for that group, Black Man's Option. And Charles he had videos on YouTube saying, hey, brothers, get your passports. I mean, he issued a passport challenge. That's what I remember. And I said, you know what? I'm going to do that. And I remember this was like 2014, probably about maybe October. And I said, you know what? I'm going to go to Brazil. And I gave myself a whole year to get it done, get my passport, get all my affairs in order. You know what I'm saying? And then November 2015, I first came to Brazil. And like I said, my life has never been the same since then. I mean, it's just been, it's night and day, bro. It's night and day. Traveling will do that. It will change you in fundamental, very serious ways that, I can't even describe it. It's just something that you have to do, and you will not regret doing it. I promise you that. So, Charles, issued the passport challenge. I also happened to see a movie by a brother named Al Grease, who's now a good friend of mine. He produced a movie called Frustrated, Black American Men in Brazil. If you have not seen that movie, by all means, check it out because it addresses all the things that we're talking about right now and why you should go, take a trip to Brazil. And from there, that was it for me. I was like, okay, I'm going, and then I got in the Facebook group and I managed to talk with Charles over Facebook, and he's always encouraging brothers. Hey man, this is how you do it, man. Go down there, get your passports, get your, make sure your American dollar's following you. He was just a very helpful brother. He's like the male version of Harriet Tubman for us. You know what I'm saying? Get brothers to leave the matrix. We call him Harry Tubman, by the way. To leave the matrix and experience your options, man. I mean, brothers, your options are vast overseas. You have no idea. I mean, I hope you can hear it in my voice. You have no idea what it's like to be an American in a place like Brazil.
Mm-hmm.
It's like being a rock star and you ain't got no album out. You understand what I'm saying?
That's crazy, brothers. The world is an oyster, man. I'm telling you. You know, just get out there. You know, get out there, experience what life is. Right now, you're not living life in America. Keep it real.
You're
You're
existing.
not.
You're just
Yeah,
existing.
you're just going by the flow. You're not actually the flow itself. You're going by the flow, going by what America told you to do.
Yeah.
But you want to be the rock star. You want to be the main attraction, and there's nothing wrong with that, brothers. You know, be the main attraction. Use that to your advantage. When you step in a room and they hear the American accent, use that advantage to get you more women. And don't
Bro,
feel bad. Don't feel bad about it, man.
that's right. And let me tell you, I mean, you being an American, they know you're an American. You don't have to say nothing. They know you're American by the way you walk, by the way we dress. I mean, even when I know how Brazilians dress, right? It's a lot of shorts, t-shirts, flip-flops, right? But even in that, just your cadence, the way that you walk, oh, Americano, Americano, Americano. Hey man, I want to talk to you, They know. So it's an advantage. You know what I mean? And you might as well. I mean, I always believe if you have an edge in life, use it. It's there for a reason.
Mm. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Don't feel bad for what you have. You know, use it to your advantage.
Yeah,
Other groups of people do it. You
yeah.
know, so why can't brothers do it as well? Brothers just can't be obeying all the rules, being humble. No, I want to see more
No,
arrogant brothers. I want to see more brothers who are boastful. Yeah, I got that. Yeah, I'm doing this.
that's
Speak the
right.
truth, brothers. Right?
Facts, facts. Preach.
Easily. So thank you, Stephen. Do you want to take a break real quick, Stephen? Before I open up the phone lines, you've been speaking for an hour straight. Are
I'm
you
good. I'm
good?
just gonna get. I got my coconut water here. I'm chilling, man. I'm ready.
Wonderful, bro. Wonderful, bro. Brothers, this has been a great stream. So please hit the like button, brothers. And of course, can you all support the channel? Hit the cash app, hit the super chats. It's been quiet. It's been very quiet today on the donations. You know, even though this has been a great stream. You know, another classic stream for you brothers to encourage you to break out your comfort zone and just travel. Get that passport. You know, because it's just you only have one life. Um, the pandemic over the past 2 years has made me realize things, you know, do things quickly. Don't just be docile. Oh, I'll do it next year. Or I'll do it the year after. Do it right now, brothers. Make that passport application. All right. Shout out to, let's see. Shout out to Mr. Volcanus for the $5 super chat. Salute IP and guests. Salute to you too, Volcanus. Much appreciated for the super chat. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Mikhail Pace for the $10 super chat. Options worldwide, yes, absolutely, absolutely. You know, you want I want you brothers to have that feeling where you're in a new city and you're living life. You are living life to its fullest. You're getting so much woman, and you're enjoying life. You know what's happening in America and the UK is not normal. It's a result of rampart radical feminism, um, the rising hatred of men, of straight men to be exact, um, the media, rap music, all that nonsense, right? It's piling up. But this passport movement will save brothers, right? It won't save all brothers because this isn't for all brothers. It damn sure ain't for no Pookie and Ray Rays. It's for educated white collar working and blue collar working brothers, all right? So get your passports, start living life, start traveling. We got Theo out there in Brazil, who is the happiest he's ever been in a long time, in a very long time. And what's happening to him in Brazil will happen to you in Japan as well. You know, brothers, the world is our oyster. Use it. So I will open up the phone lines. Thank you, Stephen. If you brothers want to get in touch with me directly regarding traveling, regarding telling me places you've been to, you want to go to, reach out to me as soon as possible on my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, send me a DM, and we'll have a phone call. I was on the phone with a few of my followers today. I spent around 7 hours today on the phone, from morning to evening. So you can definitely reach out to me, and I strongly encourage you brothers to reach out to me. Send me a DM, follow me on IG. Hey IP, I went to so and such country. Can I speak to you about it? Hey IP, I want to go here. What's your thoughts about this? I'm here for you, brothers. Okay. I'm also on Twitter as well, brothers. So you want to make sure you follow me on Twitter and you send me a DM on Twitter. If you don't have IG, I'm free to also reply to you via Twitter, and that's no problem, brothers. Fantastic. Um, Again, um, I need your likes and retweets to help push out this movement. That'd be greatly appreciated, brothers. I'm also on what's it called? On the Cash App as well. That's open 24/7, 365. So send your donations via Cash App. Um, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you, brothers. Now, now. Let's see. There's more donations coming through. Hold on, brothers. Hold on. Shout out to Mr. Ford Farlane for the $20 super chat. Um, I'm Team Portugal and Team Brazil by default. Facts. I've been to Portugal before. It's a great country. It's a great country to retire in. It really is. Weather's nice. People are friendly. You got beautiful mixed race Portuguese women there. I miss that country. I really miss it. And Brazil as well. You want to get your dime caramel skin, curly hair, light-eyed woman. Oh, I love that so much. Yummy, 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 yummy. Get that. Go out there and get it. P Fraser, call in. If you're new to the channel, please call in so you can introduce yourself to everyone. And we want to welcome you fully to the Passport movement. Let's see. Shout out to Mr. Volcanus again for the $5 super chat. Thank you, Volcanus. I got a partner that's been in Brazil for 3 months. He's talking totally different. I mean, he has zero tolerance for American culture. I don't blame him. And shout out to him. He's doing the right thing. He's out of America. He's out of the toxic Western culture. He wants to experience life in its fullness. If you're in America, if you're in the UK, you will not experience life to its fullness. There are so many forces working against you. It's so bad out here that foreign women that come to the UK and America, unless they're very strong mentally, eventually they will get poisoned by the toxic Western culture. And you damn sure don't want that happening to your girlfriend or wife, you know? That's how bad it is in the West. So shout out to the brother that's out there in Brazil for 3 months, living his life. And Volcanus, I want to hear you do that as well. So Volcanus, maybe a year from now, 5 months from now, even a month from now, I want to see you in Brazil, DMing me, cash apping me, telling me IP. I'm in Brazil right now, having the time of my life. Lord willing. Shout out to you, Volcanus. Much appreciated, brother. Let's see. Shout out to Mr. Handle King. Handle King, sharpshooter. Second time he's donated almost $20 to the stream. Much thanks, Handle King. I see you, brother. I see you, bro, supporting the channel. Much appreciated, bro. I'm Portugal bound for 5 days, starting tomorrow. Handle King, let us know how it is in Portugal. Let us know how Portuguese women treat you. We're very interested in that, Handle King, and can't wait to speak to you again, brother. Look after yourself, Handle King. Thank you, brother. Shout out to Mr. Sean Camp for the £7.54 Cash App again. Sean Camp is he's on fire right now on the Cash Apps right now, brothers. Much appreciated, brother. Sean Camp, much appreciated, bro. Brothers, hit the Cash App too. Like I said, YouTube takes a 30% cut of all super chats. So please, Cash App is definitely preferred. If you can't Cash App, super chats are fine. So thank you, brothers. Support the channel. Thank you. So let me open up the phone lines and please be respectful, brothers. Ask appropriate questions. Keep you on the live stream topic, and let's have a great live stream. So let me open it up. Great stream, Stephen. Fantastic. That's a brother out there in the States. Lovely. Shout out to my American brothers worldwide. Kings, all my American brothers, you're all kings, man. I have much respect for my American brothers. Huge respect. Always have respect to them. Always will respect them. So shout out to my American brothers worldwide, man. That's the brothers right there. Shout out to my Canadian brothers, my UK brothers, but American brothers, man. Y'all solid. Everywhere I travel to, everywhere I go to, American brothers letting me know the game. yo, IP, go here, go there. And I'm thankful for my American brothers, man. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Why does it keep moving, man? This stupid laptop. Flipping heck. Move up. All right, let me pin that real quick. Stay still. Don't move. I got some 2005 laptop right now, man. Sorry, brothers. Sorry, brothers. Let me pin that real quick. Shout out to P Fraser for the $20 super chat. Thank you, P Fraser. Much appreciated, bro. Thank you. He's new to the channel, as you can see. So welcome, P Fraser, to the International Passport Movement. Reach out to me on IG, bro. Let me welcome you fully. Thank you, bro. Shout out to Bolts for the $5 super chat. Thanks for providing valuable content to us, brother. As an 18-year-old Black computer science major, this is valuable information. Thanks for the kind words, brother. You're 18, so by 22, I hope you're a millionaire. I hope you start up your own startup and you IPO your company very soon. I'm sending all the best to you, bro, and I hope you become very successful in the future. Thank you, Bolts. Much appreciated, brother. I see you, J Bones. You're verified, brother. Thank you. Shall I bring you in? Yeah, let me bring in J Bones. P Fraser, here's a link. If you click that StreamYard link, P Fraser, to call in, there it is. And call in, brother. Let me bring in J Bones. What's up, Jay?
Hey, what's up, IP? How you doing, big bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, bro. This was a great stream, man. I'm fired up tonight. I'm fired up, man. How about you? How you doing, brother?
I feel you, man. I feel you. I'm got a lot of work to do tonight, so I probably might not stay for long. I'm coming in clear.
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear.
Yeah, I got a lot of work to do around the house. It's getting towards the holiday, so I got to start setting up. I'm actually I'm in the back of my garage right now, so I got it's getting kind of crazy. Yeah, what's up? What's up, big brother Steven?
What's going on, bro? How you feeling?
Hey, man, you got brothers juices flowing out here, man. I tell. You know, it's like we're trying to live vicariously through you, man. I try to tell brothers, man, I got to get y'all passports, man. Brazil ain't no joke.
Just get the passport. Don't live through me. Join me.
Yeah, man. I tell them all the time, like, yo, IP, you've been to Portugal, but you haven't been to Brazil yet, right?
That's correct.
Yeah. I mean, Portugal is dope. Don't be wrong. I like it's more classy. My time, like, I've been to Benfica, Porto, and Lisbon, but it's I usually when I was in college, I usually used to go there with my friends just to chill out. You know, chicks are banging, but it's nothing like Brazil. It's nothing like there's no place in the world like Brazil. Absolutely no place. It doesn't exist. Right. It does not exist, brother. There's no place. IP. There's no place in the world like Brazil. It's impossible.
Correct.
It's impossible.
I got friends, IP, that have been to.
When you get off.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, brother.
No, Steven, you're the guest, big bro. Go ahead.
Okay, I was just saying, IP. I have friends that have been like in military and have traveled all over the world. Guys that have been to over 60, 90 countries, and they all say there's no place like Brazil. There's no place like Rio.
No place like yo. Man, let me tell you something, IP. When I was in college, the first thing we do, you get off the plane, right? We used to land in Rio. You get off the plane and you walk straight to the beach and get yourself a coconut water, and then that's it. It's like the greatest feeling in the world. Everything matches at the same time. IP, great food, beautiful women. Yep. Like it's just there's so much. And you know me, IP. I love the sightseeing. I'm more of an. That's why I try to tell the brothers. I'm like, yo, it's not just about the women will always be there. The women will always be there. Like in America, we have a rule, and Steven knows this. Every day another woman turns 18, right, Steven? Yeah. So that's facts. The women will always be there. I try to tell brothers, for me, IP, it's always been sightseeing. When I was a kid, I used to travel a lot with my uncle. I'm talking Zambia, Zimbabwe, Switzerland, back to Nigeria, from Brazil all the way to Costa Rica to Togo. Wow. I mean, the women will always be there, but the brothers have to learn how to travel first to enjoy the planet. I mean, IP, America is just a demonic place, bro. America is just, it really is. I don't know what the brothers are going over there in the UK, and I feel for you brothers, man. God bless you guys, but America is just demonic. It's just demons. We walk in with, if listen to me carefully, IP. if you invite Angel Michael to come to your house, as soon as he gets to the front door, he might just be scared because he walk into the kitchen. Lucifer is already in the kitchen making himself a sandwich. You understand what I'm saying? If Angel Michael comes to your house, and he walks in, he's gonna be too late because Lucifer is in the kitchen. Lucifer is in the kitchen making himself a turkey sandwich as we speak. America is just a demonic environment, bro. But yo, brothers, man, get your passport. Brazil is nothing like you've seen before. When Theo made the post that he was in Sao Paulo, I was like, yo, I know what's going on, brother. I know what's going on. It's just Salvador Bahia. IP, man.
So,
you go
them curly hair joints you talking about, IP?
Oh, you gonna see some things, IP. You gonna see some things, boy. You gonna need a neck brace.
Salvador. Damn.
Salvador. Yeah.
Salvador, but yeah. You gonna need a neck brace. That's what they call it over there, the neck brace, please, because you're gonna need your neck is gonna be twisting. You ever seen Scary Movie when the dude's neck turned 360 around his head? That's I was in a taxi looking around like, damn, somebody call 911. What's going on over here? Oh, geez, man, IP, bro. We got, but we thank God, IP. We thank God.
Thank God. Don't worry. Everyone, eventually, everyone on this channel, they're all gonna get out there eventually, J Bones. Don't worry. It's all in process right now, brother. Don't worry, man. I know
these brothers got to get their passports, man.
Get your passports,
get your passport,
make the application and get out of America as soon as possible. Thanks for that, J Bones.
Yes, sir.
Much appreciated. Shout out to Nate Cali for the £2 3p Cash App. Thank you, Nate Cali, for supporting the stream again. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Let me bring in the brother P Fraser. P Fraser, I see you, bro. Can I bring you in, brother? Put a thumbs up. Let me bring in P Fraser real quick. Mr. P Fraser, how you doing, brother? Are you on mute? Let me unmute you for you. Sorry, brother, you're on mute. If you unmute yourself, brother, unmute yourself, please. I can't do it. Okay, what's going on there? Can you hear me, P Fraser?
Yes, sir.
Yes. How you doing, brother?
Just fine. How are you?
I'm okay, brother. I'm good. Welcome to the movement, brother. I can tell you're new.
Yeah, glad to be here. I when I first stumbled onto your show,
we've lost you there, bro. We've lost you. Damn. P Fraser, we've lost you there, brother. Do you mind dropping off the stream and calling back? Okay, you're back.
Could you hear me?
Now I can hear you, brother. Now I can hear you.
Okay.
What was that, brother?
Yeah.
Sorry.
I said you sound like an echo from the past from my own self, because I've been telling brothers and friends this for years. I've been a commercial pilot.
Oh no. Come back, brother. We've lost you there. P Fraser, do me a favor. Can you please drop off and call back in?
States. It's another way. And so I've always told people the world is a book. Those who have not traveled have only read the first page. Go out there and read the pages.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that.
And so traveling is not only just, well, yes, it's, you meet.
P Fraser, I'm gonna have to drop you off. Can you call in again, brother? Because something ain't right with your order. We keep missing you. We keep you keep dropping off, bro. Call in again, P Fraser, and hopefully your connection clears up. So, brothers, we have 7 more panel spaces. So call in, brothers, to ask the brother Stephen some questions. We got over 110 people watching. So there must be people that have questions for the brother. If you can't call in, Cash App and Super Chat your questions. But I would strongly advise you to call in, ask your questions directly to Stephen, and he'll answer it for you. So call in, brothers. I have a question for Stephen. Let's see.
What you got, bro?
Real estate. So
okay.
How expensive is real estate out there? If you want to buy a property in Rio, Sao Paulo, do you need to have a lot of money, or is it less in America to buy a property out there?
I mean, I think it's all based on exchange rate right now. Our exchange rate is doing, it's doing really well. It's almost 6 to 1 right now. The dollar against the real. I know that I know that it's not, terribly expensive to, to buy a place. I got a couple of friends that have, that have bought property, like in Rio. And I think one brother just bought a place. I think he bought an apartment, and he owns it. I think it was like I think he spent about 70,000. I have not seen the place yet. I know that he's having it worked on right now, but what I understand is it's very nice. I did a little bit of, kind of, I guess, shopping, if you will. And I looked at this last trip. I looked at a beachfront place in Ipanema that was about 9 million reais, which is about almost 2 million American dollars. And for the kind of view that it was, a top floor apartment, and the size that it was, the place was huge. That was very, very inexpensive. I mean, comparatively speaking, you understand what I'm saying? For the kind of view and the size of the place and the amenities, $2 million is not a lot. That would easily be, 10, 12 million, in the States or something like that. Easy.
Fantastic. Thanks for that, Stephen. Brothers, call in. If you don't call in, then I will end the stream early. No point in me dragging it on. So if you
I hope P. Fraser calls back. I think he's about to drop some jewels.
Yeah, P. Fraser, please call in, brother. So I'll give you brothers 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes to call in. If you don't call in after that, I'm going to end the stream. But if you have questions, cash up your questions, super chat your questions, and Stephen will answer it for you. But this is a good time to call in to ask your burning questions about Brasilia. Let's see. Do I have any questions myself? Brother, let me ask you about bringing a Brazilian woman back to the States. Is that something that is a no-go? Don't do it at all because of how influential the West is, or do I keep her in Brazil and try and move there?
I mean, me personally, it's not something I would do because, I mean, we already know that, the American culture is toxic, and women's nature is that, they have a hive mind mentality. So wherever they are, they're just going to do, what the hive says. So I wouldn't do anything like that. The beauty of, Brazil and, and Brazilian women for that matter is the fact that, they can be how they are in their country because it is a man's country. And the culture backs that up. So, it enforces the femininity and, and just being demure and being pleasant and girly and all those things that our women are lacking here in the States and in Western countries. It's what you get over there. So it wouldn't make any sense. If I wanted to keep a Brazilian woman, if I want her to stay Brazilian and all the things that I love about them, I would definitely not bring her here. She could visit, but stay? No, not at all.
Thanks for that, Stephen. I see you, P. Fraser. Should I add you with your camera on, or do you want to turn it off right now? Give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Thumbs up to add you with your camera on, or can you turn your camera off? Or if you want it on, that's okay. Give me a thumbs up, P. Fraser. I don't think you can hear me. Mr. P. Fraser, can I add you on? Let me add you on, brother. I think you're okay with it. Okay, thank you, brother. Thank you. Are you back, P. Fraser?
Yes, I'm back. Could you hear me?
Yeah, sorry, bro. You had some bad connection issues.
Yeah, so I said the first time I heard you, I stumbled upon your.
Oh, come on, man. What's going on? You see, YouTube, some agents out here, man. This is YouTube doing this.
Okay.
You see? When we start speaking about getting brothers out the matrix.
As a black airline pilot, there's hello?
Bro, we lost you there for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds, bro.
Okay, could you hear me now?
I can hear you now, bro. It might be your connection.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, but if it does that again, can you please reset your router? Normally it's a router issue, brother. Go on, carry on.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, brother. Carry on, please.
Yeah, Yeah, so I said as a being a minority black airline pilot, any brothers I meet, one, I try to bring them into aviation, and two, I try to get them to travel.
Thank you, P. Fraser. Much appreciated, brother, for your work over the years. You know, I appreciate you doing that, brother. Mr. P. Fraser, do you have any questions for Stephen regarding Brazil? Yeah, the brother can't hear. Brother
Hello?
P. Fraser, can you hear me, brother P. Fraser? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine, loud and clear.
So, do you have any questions for Stephen, the guest, regarding Brazil?
Say it again.
Bro, you got some AOL internet over there, bro. You got some early 90s internet connection, bro. Hey, sorry, P. Fraser. You dropped off, brother. I'm sorry about that, bro. Chad the Great, can you turn your camera on, please? In the background? Yep. Turn it off, brother. Thank you. Hey, brothers, man, upgrade your internet, man. Y'all working with some early 1800 internet connections, man. Come on, brothers, man.
You know what it is, IP.
What is it?
His wife downstairs disconnecting the Wi-Fi. That's what's going on. What's it? His wife heard his wife heard Steven talking about Brazil. She said, "Nah, I gotta cut this thing off real fast."
That's it, bro. You say Brazil, they go off.
Well, what's up, Chad the Great? You okay, brother?
Yeah, man. I just came back from Colombia, man.
Oh,
New York, Chad.
I'm gonna reach out to you very soon, okay, Chad? Wonderful.
You know what's up? The funny thing is, me and another guy, that's in the International Passport Travel Group, we linked up in another group, and we met out there.
Fantastic. Yeah, you have a great time.
Yeah, man. What do we do?
Actually, no. Hold that thought, brother. We'll save it for a different time. Let's speak about Brazil only, brother.
For the guest, I'm planning on going to Brazil the beginning of February.
Okay.
I'm probably gonna go for about a week or so. I'm usually a solo traveler, but like I said, I'm in a few different travel groups. I always post them like, hey, is anybody gonna be in China around this time? And I usually like meet people. Like when I travel, my focus is predominantly not women, because like you guys are saying, women are always going to be there. So
yeah,
I don't try to make that the focus of my trip, because I've been to DR, I've been to a bunch of different islands, I've been to Colombia. You already know women are flaky, so I don't make that my main focus. So I got a few things I want to ask you. What are like some things or attractions like a tourist should do during their time in Brazil?
I mean, there's a lot to do. I mean, you can do all the normal tourist stuff, of course. People like to go see the statue, Cristo Redentor, the statue of Christ, the big Jesus, right? They like to do that. And Pau de Açúcar, which is the cable cars. You can do that stuff. That's the basic, kind of tourist stuff. See the gardens, Jardim Botânico. If you're there long enough and you're able to, go see some of the things that the locals do, there's like a fair called São Cristóvão, and that's kind of like where all the locals go, and it's like a place where there's lots of food and entertainment and lots of shops and stuff like that. And I mean, if you're a traveling person, you probably would really like that, because it allows you to kind of mix it up with the locals. But there's all kind of stuff you can do. I mean, that you can do hang gliding. You can, I like getting on the, getting on the train sometimes. You know what I'm saying, and then kind of mixing it up with people that way. What do you like to do in particular? Maybe I can be more.
No, me, man. I'm really like a routine person, but like when I like to travel, I like to do different things and experience the city. I'm more of I want to experience the people, the city, and the culture. I try not to do the same thing I do at home, which is just work and go home. So
right.
So another thing I want to ask you, I'm sorry. I heard there's really not any clubs or nightlife like right by the beaches. It's somewhere like a little bit far from there, or a little bit little distance from there. I want to know if you know where exactly that is.
No, that's not true. I mean, it all depends on what kind of entertainment you're looking for. But I mean, they got they got restaurants, they got lots of clubs. There's a place, there's an area of town called Centro, and there's an area called Lapa, which is very very popular. And that's a place you could go as well, just as a tourist. But there, that's like the business district, and there on the almost every night, but definitely like on the weekends. I mean, there's lots of clubs, there's lots of bars, live entertainment. First time I went in 2015, I went to Lapa. I went on I think it was a Friday night. I swear it looked like the biggest block party I ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it was like, okay, man, we ain't doing nothing in the States. This is off the chain. It had to be. I mean, it was thousands and thousands of people in the street, man. So many people that cars couldn't even get through. It was off the chain. I was like, oh yeah, I love this place. So definitely, to answer the question, go to Lapa.
Okay. So sorry. Go ahead.
Go to Lapa, Lapa, Lapa.
Okay. So I heard about the whole Omicron situation going on right now. They're kind of like restricting. I think they're restricting the like Christmas and New Year celebrations. So
yeah, I heard that
right now.
Yeah, I kind of heard about that. I don't know. I don't know all the particulars. I have friends that live in Rio, so I'd have to find out the details. But I will say this in general: Brazil, they're not all that strict. I mean, you see people like with masks and stuff on, but they kind of wear them just to I guess basically to comply. But people are still getting together in restaurants and clubs and stuff like that, and then you don't see no masks. So
okay, so
any more? Is that it, bro? How many more questions do you have?
Just one more.
Okay.
I mean, I got a bunch of questions, but I'll just ask one more. So a lot of brothers don't know that the climate is different there. Like basically the seasons. Right now it's wintertime in America, so they're in the southern hemisphere. So the weather, the climates are switched. So they're celebrating the summertime, I believe, right now.
It's summertime right now. Yep.
Yes. So I heard they've been having a lot of like rainy seasons in Rio or like in Salvador. I want to know, is it raining there right now, or is it like normal?
When I left, the weather was was starting to get better. I will say this was the coldest it's ever been. The times that I've been there at this time of year, I caught a cold and everything down there. It was really cold. But yeah, it's summertime now, and we did have days where we were on the beach and it was getting up to 90 degrees and whatnot. So should be getting hot from this point on. But yeah, it's the rainforest, so it rains intermittently all the time. You know what I'm saying?
All right, I appreciate it.
Thanks for that, Chad. Great questions, brother. Shout out to Freddie Frappuccino. What a name! Shout out to Freddie Frappuccino for the $499 super chat. How do you deal with scammers and people trying to gringo you? Any tips or things to look out for with men and women? Great question. Please answer that, brother.
Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, scammers, man. I mean, I haven't really had a problem with that. I mean, you will see people trying to sell you stuff on the street. Like I said, there's a lot of copycat business type thing. Like people try to sell you candy and, little things like that. So, they might ask you for maybe 1 or 2 reais more than, maybe what the thing is worth. But I haven't really had that problem as far as people trying to, charge me a gringo price, because most of the places that you're going to go, the prices are going to be listed. You know what I'm saying? You're going to restaurants and things like that. So unless it's something that's other than, a real straight up kind of transaction, I don't really know how, people would try to, gringo you. I don't know how to get away with it. But you should be aware of the exchange rate at all times so that you, know what to expect back.
Okay, thanks for that. J Bones, I kicked you off, bro, to get a new caller in. So if I want to get new callers in, I'll kick off some people, but call in 10, 20 minutes time. So everyone can have a say in the live stream chat. So Chad, you'll be next if someone else wants to call in. But okay, Chad, can you drop off for a bit, bro? 10 minutes. Let me get a new caller in. Is that okay with you, Chad? Is that okay, Chad? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me drop you off, Chad. Then a new caller can call in. All right, real quick. Fantastic. Thank you, Chad. Let me bring in Kingu Kitsune. Kingu, can you turn your camera on in the background, please, brother? Yes, I see you, brother. You're verified. Turn it off. Thank you, Kingu. What's up, Kingu? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing fantastic. How about you guys doing?
Doing good, man.
I'm doing good, bro.
Awesome. For the guests on tonight, I have 2 questions, if I may ask them, of course.
Go right ahead, man.
All right. So in Brazil, the first question is, are you allowed to go up to that statue of Rio de Janeiro, I believe, the one where it shows Jesus Christ in the Rio movie? Can you go up there?
The big Jesus, as they say.
Yeah.
I believe you. I think they're actually. I think right now they're asking, for vaccination cards and stuff like that. So I'm not sure to be 100%, straight up with you. But the last thing I remember hearing was that you had to show a vaccination card. So I guess it's open if you have that.
Okay.
This COVID thing is messing so much stuff up. So things are going to be kind of weird here and there. But like I said, they're not all that strict, when it comes to that. But I guess probably certain things they have to observe all the official guidelines.
Okay, I understand. Well, I said 2, but if I may, my second question is basically, how often do women approach you, or do you approach them? Like, is it I wouldn't say easy, but it's more like, what's the word I'm looking for? Lax, relaxed modes, no hidden agenda whatsoever. Like, how is that like? And you had to deal with the man from the favelas or something like that, if that makes sense.
Okay, I think I know what you're trying to say. I mean, keep in mind it's a big place, right?
Mm-hmm.
Until you are more solid in the culture and and can speak Portuguese more fluently. There's only probably so many places you're actually going to go. I mean, you mentioned favelas and stuff like that. Favelas are those are the poor neighborhoods, right? That's run by the drug lords and stuff like that. I don't really visit those except maybe some of the more pacified ones that have a police presence, so that's kind of a non-issue. I don't go into favelas. I don't suggest anybody do that unless you know what you're doing and you go with somebody, that lives there. So no issue there. As far as women, I mean, the women are everywhere, man. So it's really just as simple as, seeing somebody and walking up to her and just talking to her, it really is just that simple. I mean, the women are open. They're not, it's not the stank attitudes and stuff that we get here. You don't get that there. I mean, again, you're going to know very quickly if she's interested or not. And even if she's not interested, it's not going to be like a nuclear rejection. You know what I'm saying? She'll just let you know, hey, I'm not interested, or, I have a boyfriend, or, something like that. But it really is just as simple as, just going up and talking to them. It's not difficult at all, and they invite that. Like I said, if you make eye contact, go talk to her.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is a God after all.
Thank you, Kinga. Great questions, brother. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
Nice one. I appreciate you, Kinga. I hope to see you in the anime stream next week, brother. Thank you, Kinga.
I'll be there.
Wonderful. Shout out to JS Huggins for the £3.77 cash app. Thank you, brother. He says, ask Steve about the Flamengo games. Flamengo, the football team, aka soccer for Americans in Brazil.
Yeah.
Is that quite popular there, brother? I'm
Woo! Oh man, super popular. I went to 2 games while I was there. 2 kind of pretty important games. Soccer is. In Brazil, soccer is it. It's not like here in the States. We got baseball, we got football, we got basketball, we got golf. We got all these sports and entertainments. All they have in Brazil is soccer. So it is major. And Flamengo, is like I'm not sure if it's the biggest team. I believe that it is, in Brazil. I know they have like about 40 million fans across all the various states. it's like, I mean, it's, they talk about football being a religion in Texas. Well, that ain't nothing, because in Brazil, soccer, football, it's everything. I mean, people are like, they are religious about it. It's like when you go to a game, it's like a gang, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, put it this way, if you support the opposing team, they got a separate entrance for you. You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
For your safety.
Yep.
You cannot wear, if you have a jersey for another team that ain't Flamengo, you know what I'm saying? You will not be let in the general entrance. They will move you someplace else. I mean, it's serious. It's really serious. They don't play.
Thanks for that, brother. Do any of you guys play soccer? Do you guys play soccer in the live streams right now? And any of you guys play soccer? You play soccer? Y'all play soccer? Y'all play soccer?
Played a little bit when I was a kid, but not much.
Oh man. All right. Let's see. Crimson King, I see you, brother. You're next. Crimson King, you there, bro? Crimson King. Damn, this brother. How you doing, bro? Can I bring you in? Thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up, brother. All right, let me bring in Crimson King. What's up, King? What's up, Crimson King? How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm doing fine. I was doing NFTs. Sorry.
Oh no! Oh, you making that money, bro? No, it's all good.
Yeah, I'm drawing for this card company right now.
Nice.
Okay. Quick thing, brother. Are you in Discord group at all?
Yeah.
Do you talk about NFTs and how brothers can make money off it?
I recently just started, so I don't know too much about it, but I do know you could just if you can draw, you just draw pretty much. You can sell your drawings on NFTs and stuff.
Okay, brother. I'll reach out to me on IG, brother. Let me speak to you about that, okay?
You mean after the stream?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right, cool.
Okay. Do you have any questions for the guests, Crimson King?
I think you answered it. I think with tourist attractions, but I wanted to know more historical precedents because I'm a big historian head, pretty much. Like, do you know anything? Do they have anything that's more on the historical side as opposed to tourist attractions? Really?
You know, that's a really good question, man. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's probably something along those lines. But I haven't really thought about that. I have to think about that. I'm sure there must be something that gives you maybe kind of a historical tour, of Brazil or Rio, things like that. But I don't have any idea, who that is or who does that. But I'm sure it's out there. I mean, if it's something that will pay, especially where they can get American dollars, I'm sure it must exist.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah, I'll just do more research on that. I guess my other one is where did you stay for Brazil? Did you do Airbnb, hotel? What did you do?
Yeah, the last couple of times, this year I've been twice this year. I did Airbnb this for the first time. So Airbnb this year, and the other times before I would always stay in apartments. And I would get, hooked up, through apartments through, friends of mine that, that live in Brazil. But yeah, I've never stayed in a hotel or anything like that there because, as I understand it, the hotels, they charge they don't allow you to have guests. And if you have guests, then, they charge you a big fee to do that. And it's just much more economical and just easier, you know what I mean, by renting an apartment. And cheaper as well. So I've always rented apartments there.
Okay, all right. I think that's all my questions.
Great questions, Crimson King. Thank you, brother.
Very good.
Thank you, IP.
To you after. No worries, brother.
Thank you. I'm sorry, I forgot your name, the guest. I'm sorry.
Steven.
Thank you, Steven.
Oh, no problem, bro.
Thank you, Mr. Crimson. Let me bring in Love Crossing. Let's do this. Love Crossing, I see you, brother. Can I bring you in? Yeah, let me bring in Love Crossing. How you doing, Love Crossing? Long time.
Hey, guys.
See you, brother. Long time. How you doing?
Hey, man, we just getting back from Dominican Republic, man.
Bro, you were supposed to reach out to me on IG so we could set up a stream together. What
I
happened to that,
actually
bro?
did. I didn't get it. I actually hit you up on IG because you know your IG is private, and I've been waiting for you to like bring me in. So when I
No,
heard
like,
you tonight mention
like,
Twitter, I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and hit you up
it
later
was
on
like
tonight on Twitter. But yeah, I hit you up on IG, but yours is on private.
literally like four months ago. You came in the stream before. I remember, and I was
Yeah,
waiting for you to reach out to
yeah.
me on IG. What happened, bro? But okay, I'll see you and let's connect. Okay, let's connect real quick. Okay, brother. Do you have any questions for the guests, brother, at all?
Yeah. I'm glad to see you guys are taking advantage of passports, first of all, and secondly, it's great to see that so many more you guys are going to be moving down here to South America as well. So that's a good thing to see as well, man. That's really good.
Yeah, man.
The question that I do
man.
have is, the question that I do have, Stephen, were there a lot of locations where you could get your COVID test? Because to fly back to the States now, President Biden has it set up to where you have to at least have your test 24 hours before
Right.
you return to the States instead of 3. So is it easy to find places to get your tests?
I mean, if you're staying in the tourist area, which I would imagine most people would be, like I stay in Copacabana, right? Copacabana when I'm in Brazil, I'm in Rio. There they got lots of pharmacies and things like that. I took a COVID test, coming back to the States. The particular place I went, you basically could just walk right in. There was no long line or anything like that. So yeah, I mean, it's fairly easy. You could like do a Google search and find a place in Copa, and there are a few pharmacies that do it. It's not hard.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I had a few questions that I wrote down. Some of these were already answered. So are they still having the Carnival in Rio? Because I know because of the new variants that's out there, a lot of the smaller cities that were going to be a part of the celebration have already opted out. But it looks like Rio is still one of the ones that are still having the Carnival. Is that do you know if that's still true or?
To my knowledge, that is not happening. I know that just before I left, they said that it was on, right? Everything was going to be on New Year's and Carnival and all that. And then a few days later, they said it's canceled. So what I'm hearing now is that, yes, I mean, what I'm hearing now, and maybe it's different, but what I'm hearing right now is that, like, as far as New Year's, they are going to have fireworks, but they're not going to have, I guess, like certain other kind of events and things like that. I guess maybe certain live performances and stuff going on. So they're still going to celebrate it, but I guess it's going to be maybe toned down in some way. But I think, with it being a whole year having gone by, I'm sure Brazilians, I mean, they're big on, celebrating and partying. So I'm sure they're going to make the most of it, and it's going to be off the chain no matter what.
Yeah. I was hearing about they were going to do a limitations with the New Year's Eve celebration is going to limit it down. Still do the fireworks part, but just like you described. Another question I have for you is in regards to vaccination cards. For those that are vaxxed, do you recommend them going ahead and keeping their cards with them, or at least a photocopy on their telephones? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, keep some kind of maybe a copy, maybe a laminated copy, like my passport. I always keep a laminated copy of my passport with me, and then keep my passport, in my room or whatever. I would definitely recommend that for those places that require that. Like I said, for more official things, that probably will be a requirement. You know what I'm saying? Something at a government kind of level, going through an airport, that type of stuff. But they're pretty lax on, on all this COVID stuff. They know that it's not all that it's, they know it's a lot of propaganda and stuff. People are not really tripping on that.
Yeah, here in Colombia, it's almost like 50-50. You'll go to most restaurants, clubs, and bars, malls with no problem. Then all of a sudden, from out of nowhere, to get into the movie theater, you need your card. To get into certain restaurants, you need your card. So it's almost like you don't know. So what we normally do is just keep our vaccination cards on our phone. So they'll ask you for your original, or do you have a photocopy of your card? Because your card tells, because down here the card tells that you not only got the vaccinations, but when you open it up, it almost folds, and when you open it up, it gives the dates when you got your vaccinations and what vaccination you received.
Oh wow.
And so yeah, but it's
Okay.
I guess like it's lax, but they're slowly but surely starting to become more like
Thank
to
you,
get into
brother.
football games. You can do
Mhm.
that. Also to get into like downtown, the I don't know if they do it in
Sorry,
Brazil,
brother.
but go
Sorry,
ahead.
bro. I've got a lot of people in the queue. Sorry, brother. Just wrap up the point real
Oh,
quick.
go ahead, brothers.
You sure?
Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, bro. Much appreciated. Love
All right.
crossing. Much appreciated, bro. But stay on the line, bro. I'll come back to you
Okay.
later on. Shout out to Terrell Boxley for the
Good question,
$199 super chat. There are tons of historical tours. I don't know what language that is. Probably Portuguese. Thank you for that, Terrell Boxley. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Brandon Coabina for the $499 super chat. Salute to UIP and the chat/stream. What Steven says is on point. Spent the last 9 months in Brazil and it changed my life. Get your passports. Brandon, can you please call in, brother? We want to hear about your experience in Brazil. That'd be great for the panel and for this for everyone watching as well. Thank you, brother. Before I bring in Sean M, brothers, can we all please get the likes up? Hit the like button, subscribe as well. When you subscribe, hit the notification bell to always and all notifications so you never miss a post, upload, a live stream from me. Also, please hit the Cash App and Super Chats. That'd be greatly appreciated. Mr. Sean M, can you turn your camera on in the background, please? Just so I know you're not a troll. Yes, I see you, brother. Thank you. Turn it off. Let me bring in the legend, Mr. Sean M. How you doing, brother?
What's up, IP? What's up, guys? How y'all doing tonight?
Doing good,
I'm
man.
doing
What's going
good,
on
bro.
with you?
Shoot, I'm chatting. I'm going back and forth between I'm doing a little stuff with the NFT stuff myself. Going back and forth between the meeting and here. So I definitely had to come in because Brazil, that's one of the places I want to get probably give me a condo in the future.
Yeah.
So one question I had, because I know you said you went to Bahia and then Rio, what were I'm trying to see. What were like some of the, I know you said what was that? Ipanema, I believe, beach.
Ipanema. Mm-hmm.
Ipanema, yeah. What were like some of the, I guess you could say, areas that you saw that would be like a place like an American, expat would want to move, or something like that?
Okay. Gotcha. About 25 minutes, let's say, from the tourist areas is a big beach called Barra da Tijuca. It's a neighborhood. And there it's the newest neighborhood in Brazil. It's actually where they held the Olympics. A lot of the Olympic events were held out there.
Mm-hmm.
And there, I mean, whatever lifestyle that you want to live, you can find it out there. You know anything about, Brazil, like the older neighborhoods, Copacabana in particular, Ipanema, some of the buildings are a little old. And sometimes all the amenities aren't there, so sometimes you can, have a place that only has hot water in the shower, but not in the, like in all the bathrooms and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in Baja, I mean, everything is, like new. They got, gated communities out there, mansions, all that type of stuff, man. So, any level of life that you like to live, like in America, you could live it out there in Rio, in Baja.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah. Let's see. And then when you went up to Bahia, I know that's obviously up little northeast of Rio.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see any areas like out there? I know it's obviously different, but did you see anything like that? I've researched it a little bit myself,
Mm-hmm.
but like I haven't been to Brazil yet just because life, but I'm definitely planning on going down there,
Right.
hopefully next year or definitely 2023.
Mm-hmm.
Because when this COVID open, when the world opens back up, I'm definitely planning on going a few places.
For sure. I've been to Salvador twice. To my knowledge, there are places like, I guess, that are nice, new, got full amenities and stuff like that. But I have not seen those places. So I don't really have any intel for you on that. Definitely, do your research on that.
Mhm.
Me personally, I'm at this point in time, maybe until after I, become fluent in the language, I'm pretty much fixed on, Ipanema and then maybe Barra da Tijuca, in Rio. But as far as any other states, like I said, Brazil got money. So, I mean, if you got, your American dollar, you can live any kind of lifestyle you want. I just don't know what those neighborhoods are and, how they're composed and, things like that. But I know that they're out there. I've heard about them.
Understood. Yeah. And then I also gotta
Last
ask
question.
because
Last
no,
question,
it'll be quick, IP.
Okay.
So I heard you right when you said it's 17-1.
In Rio, that's what I've heard. Yeah. Like
God,
17
that's
to 1.
crazy.
And then I've heard in Salvador, it's like 45 to 1.
Man, all right, yeah. No, IP, that's all I had to ask. I just had to make sure my ears weren't deceiving me.
So you're main 16 side chicks.
Oh my
Damn.
goodness. Yeah, sign me up.
Hey, shout Sean M, man. God damn. 16 side chicks. That's too much, man. That's too much, man. Damn. All right. Shout out to Mr. International for the $2 super chat. He says, I hear for Fortaleza, Brazil is amazing. Is that true? Can you answer that, Stephen? Is that true?
I've heard the same. I've never been there. I don't know.
Okay. No
I've heard the
problem.
same.
Thanks for that, Mr. International. Much appreciated, bro. Let me bring in the Prodigy. What's up, the Prodigy? How you doing, bro? Okay, technical issues.
Connection problem there.
Yeah. Handle King, can you turn your camera on in the background just so I know you're not a troll? And I'll bring you in, brother. It's all dark, man. I can't see you, Handle. You got to turn the lights on, brother. I can't see you, Handle, man. It's very dark. Any lights there, bro? All right, let me bring in. So while Handle fixes that, let me bring in P Fraser again. Let's go. Hold on. What's going on, P Fraser? How you doing, brother?
Good. How are you?
Hey, I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing good. Have you
And
finally
how's-
fixed your AOL internet?
I switched equipment, so I think it was my telephone that was giving problems. I was using my phone, and this is now my iPad. So I think I've solved. I'm not that technically savvy like you guys with the YouTube world. I'm like brand new. I know about airplanes, but I don't know anything about online, and I'm almost 50.
It's all good, bro. It's all
Yeah.
good, bro. I'm just joking with you, brother. All right, so Handle, welcome back, man, Mr. Fraser. Handle King, you're verified. Thank you, brother. So P Fraser, do you have any questions for the guest at all?
Yes, so he is very observant, right on the money. Part of my family is Brazilian, and on my mom's side, and some of my father's side immigrated to Brazil. Anyway, so he is telling it just like it is. But there's just one thing with some of the Brazilian females. In the Brazilian culture, a leftover from colonialism, like most places who've been colonized by Caucasian Europeans, the colorisms. So in Brazil, it is viewed as a step up if the woman marries a white man or the man marries a white woman. If a black, well-to-do Brazilian marries another black sister, it views them as not going anywhere. Like they're both going to be poor. So to view as a step up, you go to the opposite. But it is not everyone that practices that. But for the most part, you go around places like Recife, Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, Belo Horizonte, all those places, and you just start talking to the you will find you don't get immediate feedback from the sisters like you would think you would. You would more get from the mestizos, the mixed people, and the Caucasians will quicker respond to you as an American brother than the sisters. Not saying that they don't, but they like really would have to get to know you more and that type of thing. So that's something they're still working on. That's a residual from the system. So just to let people know that.
Yeah, you're right. I can attest to that. I've had those experiences as well.
Right. So you know, but yeah, your testimony is right on. I think that's very refreshing. They needed that to hear that, and it's almost like you're painting a picture. I can see everything you're talking about. It was
okay, good.
Quite amazing that your testimony is very good.
Thank you.
So, like, I don't know if you heard some of the other parts I was trying to get out real quick. I know there's other people trying to chime in, so I'll be brief. Yeah, when I first heard IP, it was like it was a reflection of my own self. I'm like, what with this guy, you know? So, I've been a commercial pilot for 31 years, and I just retired in January, and I belong to an organization called the Organization for Black Aerospace Professionals, always trying to recruit brothers. I go to colleges and schools and speak and try to recruit people. But the point is, you only have a limited perspective. It doesn't matter where you live in the U.S. or you live in Brazil or Panama, wherever country you live in, the world belongs to the people. You must get out to get a full perspective.
Yeah.
If you don't, you really have a limited scope of what it is to be human on the planet. And so when I signed up to be an airline pilot, it was mainly I liked airplanes, so I wanted to know the technical aspects. But the career brought me something else that I did not expect, which was how different people move around the planet, humanity, you know, different races and different cultures. And the passport movement is absolutely perfect to expand our horizons. Brazil, Croatia, Panama, wherever. And well, myself, due to accident of birth, I have 2 passports. I started, my mom was like a travel nut, I guess you could call her, when she was alive. And so we started traveling, my sister and I, from age 10 and 11. And I've been to almost every country in the Western Hemisphere, except for Paraguay. That's on my list. But I have colleagues that I've flown with many times that are from Paraguay. But some of the brothers, well, most of the brothers, I think, especially for the one Theo, he has more experience living abroad than I do. I go abroad, but there is for a very brief period of time. It's not for any extended period, except for, you know, the Caribbean and parts of South America where I have friends and relatives. And most places I go, I don't stay in a hotel either. Like is Steve your name? Sorry.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, for the brother Steve, I'm similar to you. I don't stay in hotels because Grenada is a small place, and
thank you, brother.
We have family. I have family literally almost everywhere. And so if I stay in a hotel, I get in trouble. It's pretty much that. But yes, the ladies in Brazil are they're gonna let you know how they feel. There's no if, ands, or but. If they don't like you, you're gonna know. If they like you, you're gonna know straight away. They're gonna let you know. They don't beat around the bush. And no, we must get it out of our heads like the Western is. In the materialistic mindset that we have in the West, the world does not operate like that. The rest of the world,
does not.
Only certain countries. So they view you, family comes first. And so they view you, if you would, basically they look at a man like this. You provide, you protect. If you can do that for a Brazilian woman, you got a partner for life. Period, the end. Yes, don't look for the ones that's non-wifeable, because there are those everywhere. I don't care what part of the planet you go to. Look for a decent one. But me personally, I like to go away from the cities. Minas Gerais. Minas Gerais is the place where a lot of the homely sisters go. So if you want a down-to-earth chick or cook for you, sit there and chat with you, give you a massage, go out in the countryside. Manaus got most of the natives. The southwest side going toward Argentina where it's colder. Most of the Brazilian, Japanese mixed Caucasians are down there. The northeast to the Recife, Bahia, those are all the mamacitas, the sisters. I mean, there's still places there where they actually use the Yoruba language from Nigeria. So the slaves that were brought to Nigeria is from to Brazil is from Nigeria and the Congo, and those traditions are very rich and alive in Bahia, in Salvador. So the African traditions that you witness in there, those are majority Nigerian, and they actually speak real Yoruba there, just like they do in parts of Santiago, Cuba. You know, they actually speak. That's their Nigerian descent. But great job, Steve. It was excellent listening to your.
I'm getting a lesson right now, man. Wow.
And you're one of the you explain things very good and to the point. So congrats on that. And IP, good
Appreciate
work on what you do for the channel and taking all your personal time to make brothers aware. And I've been traveling since I was a kid. There's nothing like it. It's an education in itself. It's just like going to college, just immersing in other cultures. Do it. It's
Thank
a
you,
must.
brother.
Yes.
Thank you, brother. Crimson King, I had to drop you off from the stream because someone else tried to call in. Calling in 15 minutes time. Crimson King, hold on, brother. Pete Fraser, can you please reach out to me on IG, bro? Let's have a talk, brother. I know you don't have IG, but can you please make an IG, brother, and let's have a conversation
So let me
one-to-one.
say, IG means Instagram, right?
Yes, brother.
Right.
So that's my IG over here, brother. International Passport 5. If you write that down.
Yeah, let me take a screenshot, a photo, picture of that there.
Write it down, brother. Make your IG. Send me a DM. Let me know you're P Fraser. Let's have a one-to-one talk, okay, brother?
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Well, I'll just remain in the background listening till the end or till I fall asleep.
Thank you, P Fraser. P Fraser, do you also have Facebook as well? Do you have Facebook?
No, I don't do social media like that because it's my experience here in the West. Some of those flight attendants, the things they do on the Facebook, and it's kind of not conducive for the job because like a lot of the carriers that you fly for, you represent the company, and so anything other people could post could potentially get you into trouble. So I don't do any social media.
Do this for me, brother. Make a Facebook just solely for the purpose of joining the Facebook group. Don't use it for anything else. Just the Facebook group. Make an IG as well, because in this world, social media is important. You know, that's how we communicate nowadays, brother. Okay.
Gotcha.
So please, brother, and we'll speak soon. Okay, brother.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you, Mr. Derek Taylor. I see you, brother. Let me bring you in, Derek, the legend. Mr. Derek Taylor. Let me bring him in. Derek, how you doing, bro?
Hey, how's it going, IP? Can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear, brother. Loud and clear. I'm so happy to see you, brother. How you doing? You okay?
Hey, I'm doing great, man. I just can't believe I missed another gym, and I kind of came in when the panel started, and I'm like ready to get my ticket right now, IP. I'm like literally getting ready to. I'm thinking to myself, okay, my first option was to go to Brazil, and of course Tony and those guys kind of talked me into going to Vancouver first, and Sean D. But man, Brazil's got to happen at some point. So I've got a lot of questions here that I've been writing down. And the guest is Steven, right?
Yes, sir.
Wow, Steven, man, dude, you when you going again?
As soon as possible.
As soon as possible. I hear you.
Hopefully first quarter next year sometime.
Okay, nice. So all right, so I've never been to Brazil. I've known a lot of people that have gone several times. In fact, I actually joined the Black Expats in Brazil group just to kind of get a little bit more of a flavor for the culture there. And I definitely will have that on my agenda for 2022. So one of my questions is, would you recommend Ipanema or Copacabana like which one would you recommend for a first-time traveler? And again, I apologize if I may have asked a question that was already answered, but I just joined, so.
Okay. You really can't go wrong with either one. I mean, Copacabana is like a iconic neighborhood, so it is kind of like the place where it is the tourist area.
Okay.
Ipanema, a tourist area, maybe to a bit of a lesser extent, but their neighborhoods, they're side by side. You got Copacabana Beach, then you got the fort, and then after that, Ipanema right next door. So you can't go wrong with either one. My preference is Ipanema because it's more upscale.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's more, there's more money. You know what I'm saying? There's less, there's a strong police presence there, but there's not like a whole lot of vendors. There's not a lot of homeless, not a lot of people trying to hit you up for change and stuff like that when you're on the beach. So, either one is fine, but for me, Ipanema is where I would stay long term. But all the times that I have gone to Brazil, I have stayed in Copa. So
Okay. So, and actually, that kind of leads me to my next question. As a first-time traveler, now I'm flying from, I'll probably fly to O'Hare, Chicago. Okay. So it's about a 10 to 11 hour trip. How long would you recommend staying for a first-timer?
I would say stay as long as you possibly can. My first time I stayed 3 weeks, so it was 21 days.
Oh, wow. Okay.
For me, it's just a thing of like, I tell anybody, if you're going to visit Brazil for the first time, stay at least 10 days. At least 10 days. If you can do more, then do that. But at least 10 days. That's what I would say.
Okay. Yeah. That's good to know. So I heard you say something to Sean, or somebody had mentioned 17 to 1.
Yeah, that's my understanding is the ratio of women to men, 17 to 1.
Okay, so based on your experience, are you what's the average? Are we talking like 8s and up, or
8s, 9s, and dimes in all directions? That's what I say. So
he's speechless. Don't tell him he's speechless. He's like, what the?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, obviously saying a 10, I mean, I guess you would say no woman is actually a 10, right? Because 10 is supposed to be perfect. But the point is that there's a very high concentration of very attractive women, and you see them everywhere. So, I mean, especially in Rio, I mean, you can just sit you could like be at a restaurant, right? Like sitting out on the street, and they have like, like curbside, street restaurants and whatnot. You can just sit there and just kind of post up and you'll see them. I mean, just every, 20, 30 seconds, like, ooh. I mean, I know we talked earlier about, breaking your neck. You're going to break your neck, man.
Wow.
You're going to break your neck. Bring a brace, bring a neck brace.
So have you been traveling there for quite some time?
I just finished my 8th trip there.
8th trip?
Yeah.
I hear a lot about this club that no longer exists. It's called Club Help.
Correct. Right. Yeah. Help is before my time, but I got partners and friends that, were there during the Help days. And yeah, that was the classic Rio. From everything I've heard, it's just like, man, there's a moment in time. You know what I'm saying?
Sure. Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah,
I've got one more quick question for you. So, so basically to travel like a baller, because that's probably how I'll travel over there. What would you recommend? I mean, what are we talking like? 2,500, $3,000, $4,000?
Depends on how long you're going to stay.
Couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Couple weeks. I mean, if you just go like, like really just do everything you can, yeah, bring like 2,500, $3,000, and that should be more than enough. I always leave with, with more money than I brought. So
nice.
Always bring it. Yeah.
Wow.
And the exchange rate is is super good right now. I mean, I consider myself balling when it was like 3.25, 325, 375. It's almost 6 now.
Jeez. So, okay. All right.
You can have major fun.
So best time of year?
Right now.
IP, I'm not going to Vancouver anymore. I'm headed out to Rio. So
are you serious?
Right
It's
now,
just-
up to I say right now, probably up to maybe about April.
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
Are you serious, Derek?
No, I'm just kidding. I might have to bump Barcelona though, because that was 2022. But I think Ipanema might have to be the second trip for 2022.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I'm freshly divorced, so I gotta get out here.
Mm.
See?
Of course, man.
You ready to act a fool?
Oh man, that's yeah.
That's easy to do.
Yeah.
Easy to do.
Right on, right on. Appreciate the intel.
For sure, man.
Thank you, Derek. Great questions, brother. Lovely to see you healthy, brother. Hope all is well, Mr. Derek
as
Taylor.
well. You
Thank
as
you,
well.
brother. All right, let me bring in brothers. Hit the cash app, brothers. Hit the super chat, brothers. If you're enjoying this, another amazing live stream, support the channel, brothers. It's greatly appreciated if you do. Thank you very much, brothers. Let me handle King. Can you turn your camera on real quick in the brother in the background so I can see? Yeah, you verified. Thank you, bro. Let me bring in Mr. Handle King. King, how you doing, Handle?
Very good, Stephen. Panels. This is a very, very good stream. Enjoyed very much. I think it was Sean Davis asked a question earlier, or somebody else. When we talk about attractions, how do you find attractions when you go to Brazil? Do you talk to local people, or do you kind of like hit the street and running? And I wanted to add a commentary. I think everyone who's going to a country for a first time or a city, even when you travel solo, a couple of tricks that I've used, and I think many of you have used that too in the past, or some of the veteran travelers on the panel, had to do with a little search engine called Google, right? So if you type the city name and then you put the word attractions behind it, it will pull up the top 20 attraction in the location. And I was just looking at Ipanema attractions. There's tons of things to do. And I'm curious to see, Stephen, what your top attractions in Ipanema that you enjoy going to or take the ladies.
Ipanema. Well, Ipanema. When I was there, like I said, there's lots of clubs, lots of restaurants. There's a neighborhood, in fact, like right next door to Ipanema called Leblon. And there, there's an area there that is a lot like, I mentioned Lapa earlier, which is in the business district. There's an area down there in Leblon that's a lot like Lapa in the sense that there's a lot of clubs and, bars and things like that. If I were going on a date in Ipanema, I would probably go to, those kinds of areas. Yeah, I mean, as far as, taking someone somewhere, I mean, there's so many places, bro. I mean, I couldn't, I think I'd probably, find the nicest, restaurant or bar or something like that and just go there. But do I have a favorite? No, because there's just so many there. There's restaurants and there's things to do everywhere. Like I said, that's what I like so much about it. It reminded me of West LA, that area. So
yeah. And I know you mentioned that the last two times you went, you stay at an Airbnb. I'm a huge Airbnb fan.
Okay.
I don't stay in a hotel for the past 6-7 years. So do you always reach out to the host to kind of give you pointers or things you should try, as you've already been there over 8 times, or do you find them that they are useful in connecting you with where things are actually popping?
I haven't done that as far as, speaking with the host about that. I imagine that they're probably, some hosts are, helpful in that regard. But, the one thing about Brazil, and I mentioned it earlier, there are a lot of Me Too businesses, copycat businesses. So there are a lot of people that give tours and things like that. So you just need to, link up
Yeah.
with those people
Yeah.
and just find out, look, I'm interested in this, and then let them point you in whatever direction. I'm sure they'll be more than happy to take your business, to show you a good time out there.
Absolutely.
Okay. Thank you, Handel King. Great questions, brother. Thank you. And also, Handel, thank you for the super chats as well, brother. Your support is greatly appreciated, Handel. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you. Shout out to Omar Love It for the $5 super chat. So wait up. Are you guys saying that as a Black American, it's harder to get with Brazilian women of color than white Brazilians? I think, yeah, Black Brazilian woman, isn't it? Isn't that so, Stephen?
I would say there's a barrier there. Like the brother said earlier, it is seen as a step up to get with a lighter skinned person or a white person, that kind of thing. And to whatever degree that person is stuck in that mind frame in the culture, then yeah, you do have to deal with that. It's not true across the board, but I have had that problem a couple times. Me being dark skinned, it's like trying to get a dark skinned sister, it can be an uphill climb. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that.
Thanks for that, brother. Hold on, Brandon. Give me 1 minute, Brandon. I see you, bro. Shout out to Almighty Ree for the $5 super chat. Should those of us who know Spanish still learn Portuguese, or can we do without? Because there is some base level of communication between the two.
Oh, that's a good question. I'm going to say you probably should learn Portuguese, but I mean, what I've seen is that Brazilians can understand Spanish, but it doesn't seem to work in reverse quite, the same. I'm not fluent in the language, so, I can only give my perspective, being a limited Portuguese speaker, but that's what I've seen. So it probably would be to your advantage to learn some Portuguese, and those places where the languages are similar, you're going to have a leg up because you already know Spanish.
Okay, thank you for that. Great question, Almighty Ray. Great question. Let me bring in Brandon Kwabena. You ready, Brandon? Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. Give me a thumbs up. Okay, let me bring in Brandon Kwabena. How you doing, Brandon? You're on mute, brother. You're on mute.
What's going
up,
on,
Brandon?
IP? What's going on, man?
I'm
Hey,
doing
man.
good, brother. Thanks for calling in, bro. How you doing, bro?
Hey, I'm good. Hey, appreciate you for having me on, man. I appreciate it, man.
Hey, appreciate you calling in, brother. Appreciate you calling in, man. Thank you so much for calling in, Mr. Brandon Kwabena. I know you may have some questions to ask guests, but you said you got back from Brazil recently, didn't you?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I was down there for a while, man. I left October of last year, and I got back. Been back since August, so almost a year, man.
Nice.
That's great, bro. That's fantastic. I think reach out to me on IG, Brandon, if you can.
Okay.
So we can just discuss that. Yeah. Please send me a DM after the stream. That'd be greatly appreciated, bro. But in the meantime, Brandon, do you have any questions for the guest?
Yeah. I know. Well, how do I? Because I don't know everybody's name on there. But like, I just asked a general question, or
Stephen.
Yeah, Steve, bro. Steve.
Okay, Steve. Yeah, Steve. So let me ask you this, man. What was your, I guess, what is out of all the places you've been in Brazil, Rio in particular, what is your your favorite spot? What's your favorite area to hang out at?
I probably would say it'd be between Ipanema and Barra de Juca, for me.
Say Barra de Juca?
Yeah, because it's I'm not from Florida, and I've been to Florida one time, but people always say it reminds them of Miami, certain parts of Miami going out to Barra de Juca. So, I do like it out there, and the big malls out there, Baja Shopping, all upscale malls and stuff like that, yeah. So I like it there. between
Okay.
the two. Yeah.
Okay. So let me ask you this too, man. So have you been to any other areas, like around Rio?
I mean, I've been to Madureira. You know, that's in the north.
Okay.
I've
Okay.
been there,
Okay.
you know, a few times. You know, Casa Black Rio, a few
Okay.
times. I've been to Arraial do Cabo. Have not been to Buzios. You know, haven't made it down there yet. I've been to Angra dos Reis. I've been there.
Okay.
You know, those are more like, you know, like the beaches and stuff like that are more, you know, kind of, well, I don't say private, but I guess they're like smaller, you know, beach towns or whatever, like, you know, chill out spots that Brazilians go to. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I've been in those areas. You know.
Okay. Now this right here, this question right here, man, this gonna put you on the spot. For it's like
Okay.
for it's like the women. All
All
right.
right.
North zone or South zone women.
Ooh. North zone and South zone women. Well, a lot of women that you meet in the South zone are from the North zone, so I guess North zone.
Well, true. It
You know
depends
what
where
I'm
you at
saying?
though. It
It
depends where
depends.
you at though.
Yeah, it depends on where you're at. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna probably say North Zone because you know a lot of people from Rio, they from all the different areas. You know what I'm saying? They come from all over. A lot of them from the North Zone. So yeah, I'm gonna go with that. I think I'm comfortable with that answer.
Okay. Okay. But has anybody else I guess in the panel has been to I guess Brazil?
Nah, I don't think so,
Okay.
brother.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, cool. But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on and you know, just you know, shout out everybody. Steven, IP, appreciate you. Cause I'm new to the group. So
Okay.
you know, I've been kind of since I've been back, you know, I've been kind of just trying to get myself back over there. So
Right.
I've been kind of, you
Exactly.
know, so
Don't you
I've been
find that
just,
once you leave Brazil and you come back to the States, you are like super hyper focused so that you can
oh
do it again?
man,
Don't you find that?
it's like I've been like what they call monk mode, man,
Monk
since
mode,
I've been
brother.
back here, man.
Exactly.
You know, I've been like a
Mm.
hermit, man. Just my mind just focus on just going back, man.
Exactly.
Just thinking of ways of just getting back there, man. So
You got it. Yep.
Mm.
That happens.
Brothers
That
need that.
happens all the time.
yeah,
Yep.
man. That's why I tell brothers, man, just definitely get your passport, man, because there's so many options out there, man. So
Options.
many.
Vast options.
Yeah, brothers, you need that. Get that mentality from Brandon. Get that mentality, man. I'm telling you, study hard, make the money, keep focused, stay away from BS, stay away from bad people, drugs, gangs. Stay on your purpose, get your passport, and just travel and live the life that you're destined to live.
And
Thank
live,
you for
man.
that, Brandon.
Yeah,
Brandon, yeah, reach
for
out.
sure.
That's my IG, Brandon, and you know,
Okay.
so
Yeah, I just sent you a request. So
okay. Thank you, brother. Wonderful.
yeah.
Cool.
Much,
Thank you, man.
much appreciated, Brandon. Hold on, brothers. Hold on. I've got a cash app real quick.
Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, Brandon. Thank you. Shout out to the brother Frank Harris for the £7.54 cash app. What's up, Frank? Thank you, brother. There are three things in this world that are certain: death, taxes, and Frank Harris always supporting the live stream in every single stream. So thank you, Frank Harris, man. That's appreciated, brother. This has been a great stream so far. So I will stay on for 10, 20 more minutes. I've got to go to bed soon. It's 4:20. It's 4 a.m. over here in the UK. So it's pretty late, but I'm enjoying the stream so far. So if brothers call in, if you want to ask any more questions to Steve, I'm only staying on for 10 more minutes, 15 minutes max. And if you can't call in, Cash App, Super Chat the questions in to get Steve to answer your questions. If you want to support the channel, Cash App, Super Chat. Fantastic, brothers. Okay. Now let me roll it back to. Okay, I see you, Chad. Turn your camera on in the background, brother. Turn your camera on, Chad, in the background, just so I know you're not a troll. Yeah, thank you, bro. Turn it off. Call in, brothers. We've got 3 more spots. So if you want to say one more closing statement, you better call in right now. There's 3 spots that are free and available for you to take up. You better call in as soon as possible, and I'll get you. Please, no capital letters, brothers. No capital letters. Mostly Money TV. No caps. Shout out to YG International for the $10 super chat. 39 no kids and international women have always treated me well. I'm a fan of the channel. Thank you, YG International. I've not seen your name here before, so if you're new, welcome to the movement, brother. If you're old still, welcome, and hopefully I see a lot more of you, YG International, in the live stream chat. And maybe you should call in one day or today. Thank you, bro. Oh wow! Shout out to YG International for the $10 super sticker. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated for the support. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to me. Thank you, brothers. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, let me roll it back to Sean M. Do you have any closing statements for Stephen at all?
Not really. Everybody's asked other questions that I was gonna ask. I do appreciate you coming up here and dropping this intel for us, brother. It's been a good stream. IP. I was actually thinking. I just wanted to say, dude. It's a blessing to have brothers like you, brothers like Steve. That are just coming and letting us know what to expect and what to do. And where to look. And just dropping this valuable intel. I know we always joke about it, but this is intel. The government would have. And man, it's great. It's great. It's a good vibe. And I appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Sean. Much appreciated, bro. Thank you. I see you, J Bones. Turn your camera off. You're verified. Turn it off. Okay, let me bring in J Bones. Mr. Derek Taylor, do you have any closing statements for Stephen at all, Derek?
No, Stephen. I guess most of the questions were answered. Actually, I do have a question. So, now I usually cold approach. I mean, sometimes I'll, mess around with Tinder and some of the other apps, but cold approach. How approachable are the dimes? Or I should say, how approachable. Let me just say, are they receptive to that cold approach? Are they kind of stuck up like some of these westernized girls, or are you going to get more, feedback from them?
Well, here's the thing. There are so many beautiful women in Brazil, and they're aware of that they really don't have time to be stuck up like that. Now, I mean, sure, are there some that, might be less than receptive? Yeah, I mean, that happens, right? But the overwhelming majority of women that you talk to, they're going to at least be friendly. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're trying to holler at them and get with them, then, I mean, it won't be long before if that's going to be an option for you. But I would say to any brother, don't be afraid at all to shoot your shot, man. You know what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. That doesn't matter how good looking she is. She's just one of a million of them. You know what I'm saying? You stop. I mean, there's one of her, and there's one of you and a million of her. Put it that way. So
right on. Well, IP, I must say that I'm officially Team Latina right now.
Oh wow! Wait, so were you Team Asia at first, Derek?
I was Team Asia.
Damn.
But I have actually switched after this last minute intel and J Bones and the whole crew. So yeah.
Damn. That stream on the Team Asia, Team Latina stream is going to be very explosive. So Derek, I'm disappointed. I'm joking. I'm personally thinking of moving to Team Latina as well, brothers.
Well, the Honduran that I was messing around with kind of had a little persuasion with that as well. As of course, Jay might know a little bit about that too. I don't know. So yeah. Yeah, right on. Hey man, I appreciate everything you do, IP. It's man, this movement is moving, brother. It's going in the right direction. We've got some great cats coming on the panel, and giving some serious intel, and I'm telling you, my passport is going to be hot this summer. So yeah, starting out with Vancouver.
Yes, can't wait. Can't wait to tell your adventures in Vancouver and beyond, Derek. Thank you, brother. Much appreciated, bro. Brothers, hit the Cash App, brothers, hit the super chats to support the stream and the channel. It'll be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So let me roll it to Mr. Handle King. Do you have any last questions at all, Handle? If you're still there, brother. Handle King, are you there, brother?
I am. Yeah, I'm still there. So about that. Well, definitely, guys, get your passports. So I will be in Portugal for the next couple of days, and 2022, Brazil. So I'll be able to do the comparison. But definitely, I'm excited about that. And all of you out there, just plan for a great rest of the year and travel the world and explore in every sense of the word.
Yes.
Because travel is fatal to prejudice, according to Mark Twain. And that's one of my favorite quotes. It's in my office, and I like to look at it every day. And then the next thing I look at is my passport. Where to next?
Thank you, Handle. Much appreciated, bro. Thank you. Let me go on to J Bones. Do you have any closing statements at all?
IP, what's going on? I'm coming in clear?
Loud and clear.
Yeah, sorry about that. I got mad work to do. Just wanted to say shout out to the brothers, man. IP, much love to you, man. You a real game changer, brother. And I just want to say welcome to the new guys. I know Handle King before, so shout out to our big brother Handle King. I know he's been here before. Have a safe trip to Portugal, man. I wish I was on that plane with you. Trust me when I tell you, I miss Lisbon like it's crazy, man. Kiss one of the pretty Portuguese girls for me.
Oh man.
Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun, brother. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Great food, great culture, great atmosphere, excellent beaches, man. Portugal is no joke. Yeah, you're gonna have a lot of fun. Shout out to my big brother Sean M. Shout out to Stephen for joining us, and shout out to our big brother Derek Taylor. Shout out to the new guy Brandon Quabana, and shout out to our usual suspects, IP Sean Camp. Shout out to our big brother Theo and Tony and Kingu. Joshua is actually heading out to Brazil. I wanted to make that announcement. So if anybody wants to join him in a Facebook group, you guys reach out to Joshua Epps, because he was actually looking for somebody to travel with him. So just in case any brothers are interested, he's a great brother. He's from Los Angeles. So if anybody wants to join Joshua, he's going to Brazil, I believe on the 26th. So reach out to him on a Facebook group, and brothers, get your passport, man. I've been to so many countries, IP, but I can't lie. I really can't lie. Brazil's the greatest place. Brazil's the only place where you can get New York. You can get a flavor of New York City and Sao Paulo. You can get a flavor of Costa Rica when you go to places like Rio. You can get going to places like Salvador Bahia. You think you're back home in Africa. Like the brother was saying. P. Fraser, you'll be speaking. Salvador Bahia was the only place where I've ever been, and I've spoken my home language there, out of Africa. Like it's a wild place, IP. Like being in Brazil was the only place I was speaking my native tongue as an African in Brazil. So yeah, it's like a magical place. Like, let me just keep my mouth shut. I want you boys to get your passports and head out there. Like, that's the most important thing. Like I always say, IP, to keep it short, I'm real jealous of my brothers, but I'm real happy for y'all, man. This is a great time. This is a great time. And as we can see, we got another Team Latina strong in the building. So looks like we're going to take this thing on Saturday. So shout out to the big brothers, man.
Thanks for that, J Bones. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you.
Sir.
Okay, hold on, brothers. Shout out to Sean M for the $5 super chat. What's up, Sean M? Thank you, brother, for supporting the channel. Thank you, bro. Shout out to IP, Steve, and everyone on the panel and in the chat tonight. Another classic stream. Support the channel with likes and comments, brothers. Support the channel with likes and comments, brothers. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Sean M. Much appreciated, bro. Legend. Thank you, Sean. Shout out to Sean Camp for the $4.99 super chat. I tell people my top 2 countries for culture and women at this point is Brazil and Thailand. Steve was very accurate with his intel. Yes, indeed. Wonderful, Sean Camp. Sean Camp, have you been to Brazil before? I'd like to hear your experience there, Sean Camp. But much appreciated for you supporting the channel, Sean Camp. Thank you, brother. Mr. Brandon Quabina, do you have any closing questions / statements, brother? You're on mute, Brandon. Awesome.
Oh, who was the brother that went to Portugal? I'm sorry. I'm sorry about your name, man. But
Handle King.
Handle King. Oh man.
Handle.
Okay, Handle. Yeah, man. Yo, I wanted to ask you about Portugal, man, because I've been to Porto, right? And
Yeah.
what's like? Because I heard, I don't know, you know anything about the visa program about for digital nomads? I wonder if you know anything about that, because I've not heard Portugal got a strong program for visas for I guess getting your residence permit.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you know anything about that?
Yeah. So I think that would be a separate stream, but they do have a great residency program for nomads, and in fact, there is a lot of digital nomad who reside in Porto, Nazaré, if you're into surfing, and then Lisboa or Lisbon. Another thing that you guys could do too is Portugal Airline offer a stopover, so you can fly from any major city in the US, and you can stay in Porto for 7 days, and then your final destination can be anywhere in Portugal or somewhere else in Europe or Africa or Asia, and that's for one price. So that gives you time to explore the country. But overall, in real estate, you have, which is part of what I also do, and I'm going to be there for real estate actually. But in real estate, you have significant program that can allow you to invest and then have residency, and it's one of the lower entry costs for residency in Europe compared to other countries in Europe. So, and of course, great country. The cost of living is super low, very, 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 very low. You can have a 5-course meal at a restaurant if you wanted to, and you're still spending less than $60 US dollars. You cannot do that in France. You cannot do that in London. Certainly, you cannot do that in Spain. But and of course, the woman, it's a bonus. So you got to be there.
Okay. Thank you, Brandon.
Cool. Appreciate y'all again, man. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate it, everybody, man.
Thank you, Brandon. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you. Let me go to Chad the Great. Chad, do you have any closing questions / statements, brother?
Yeah. Sorry, I forgot the guest's name, but
Stephen.
Stephen, I know you can buy properties in other countries. Well, I know you can buy apartments in other countries. Or you can get corporate leases through Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
But my question to you is Brazil like most of the other countries where you have to marry somebody there or start a business to buy land?
To my knowledge, no. As far as buying property, I think as long as you have the cash, you can do that. I think as far as seeking residency and things like that, they're able to fast track that process if you purchase property or if you leave a certain amount of money, like in a Brazilian bank, for a specified period of time, things like that. But as far as just buying property right off the rip, I think as long as you have the money, they're ready to take your money.
Okay, because I know usually they ask you to you have to qualify to become a citizen in a certain country, or you have to marry somebody that lives there, like the woman or something of that sort.
Right. Yeah, I don't think anything like that exists as far as just simply buying property.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Okay, great stream, brothers. That's the end of it right now. Much thanks to everyone who called in to ask the guest questions. Much thanks to everyone who cash out, who super chatted today. Much appreciated. And much thanks to our special guest, Stephen, for dropping incredible intel. Stephen, do you have any closing statements yourself before I end the stream, brother?
I think the only thing I probably maybe forgot to mention is that, once you start traveling, you're going to meet brothers from all walks of life, from all different parts of the country. And yet, you're going to meet people that are going to end up being, really good friends with. All of my newest friends in the last few years have been all my travel buddies. And the camaraderie that you feel, with one another is unlike anything you experience in the States, because you're both Americans, here in a foreign country, you know what I'm saying? Just vibing, you know what I'm saying? And that is something that you need to experience as well, because, this country is big on, keeping us divided, keeping us at each other's throats, you know what I'm saying? Suspicious of one another. And that doesn't exist when you're traveling. So I want to mention that because that came to mind, and you really need to experience what it is to to connect with your brothers while you're overseas and what that's like. It gives you a glimpse into what we're missing here, and how much better we could be. So I did want to say that.
Fantastic. Thank you for that, Stephen. Great closing statement, brother. Once again, thank you to everyone who contributed to this stream. Much thanks to Stephen. The panel members, the guest members, is much appreciated, brothers. So if you're new to my channel via the stream, welcome. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this, diverse content about traveling, about cultural affairs, issues affecting Black men or the Black community, world affairs, anime, or even just things in general that we speak about, pop culture. So if you're interested in that, join, subscribe, and when you subscribe, like I said, hit the notification bell to all notifications, so you never miss a live stream, an upload or post from me. Make sure you keep in touch with this movement. It's going global. It's powerful. It will change a lot of brothers' lives. It will definitely change your life. Okay, brother? So brothers, thank you. This has been a great stream. We got another stream tomorrow, actually. Hold on, brothers. We have another stream tomorrow. Let me just double check what that stream is. Let's see. So we have a stream tomorrow on live section. Hold on, brothers. Be patient, brothers. Be patient. We got one tomorrow about what you need to know about dating Kenyan women. Oh, that should be a good stream. And the day after, we have a stream about Asian women versus Latina women, Team Asia versus Team Latina. Looking forward to that stream, brothers. Looking forward to it. So, brothers, thank you. It's been a fantastic stream. Very good stream. Look after yourselves wherever you are around the world. Stay healthy. Stay wealthy. Acquire knowledge. Study hard. And do the right thing in this life. Go out there. Stop being so comfortable and safe. Stop doing that, brothers. If you want to leave America, leave America. Leave America and never look back. Don't be comfortable in your position where you are, because America is such a safe first world country. But you only have one life. Remember that. You only have one life. So live the life to the fullest. Travel. Live, brothers. Chase your dreams. Just leave America. Leave the UK, wherever you are, and live a great life. So, brothers, thank you very much for this great stream. Stephen, thank you, brother, once again. I will see you, brothers, on my next stream tomorrow. And look after yourself, brothers. Thank you. Peace out. International Passport out.